Uh-oh.
Woo!
We got problems.
Okay. We got something in the
difficult.
background going down. We got the delay on that one, but we going good. Anyway, thank you all. Thanks everybody for being here. Okay, so if I'm a little funny right now, it's because I had to use Toya's mic. Now, you hear me good? Y'all hear me all right? So I'm sounding good. I sound okay, but I'm actually on her mic right now because my piece of shit just decided to conk on out. It ain't working. You see this motherfucker right here. It ain't working. So I had to actually use another one. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Do me a favor while you are in here right now, hit that like button, like this thing right here, or no, hit the like button. I'm just gonna say that. Hit that like button. Is it coming? Yeah, like this right here tells you to do. Hit the bell notification so you are always up to date to what's actually going on over here on the channel all day, every day. Thank you guys for being here. We got a lot to actually unload. But definitely before we do, I want to bring in the fellas, everybody who holds me down each and every week. My brothers, as always, man. What's going on with you guys? How y'all doing, man?
Oh, good. Doing
That's
real
good, man. It's good. So good to have you guys here with me on this lovely evening. So definitely thank you. Oh, hold up.
Oh,
Somebody surprised me.
Rolling in.
Somebody surprised me and just slipped on in. We got Luminar in the building. What is going on with you, Luminar?
I didn't want to intrude. I sent you a message, but I don't think you got it, so I just went in.
I didn't see it because I was trying to fix this mic. It was crazy. I was trying to fool this thing, man.
Come on, Lumi.
So glad to have you. Lumi stopping through. There ain't no intrude. That's a blessing. That's what I'm talking
about. On a mission. I think somebody's spying on here and told it on Box Watch. For real, I got like 6 of them in the corner.
I'm in trouble. I got like 7, 8 my damn self, so I'm in trouble.
I'm like,
oh man.
Look who else we got in here. This must be a conspiracy. He was like, "Yo, I ain't going in there until Lumi get on in there real quick." I'm gonna slide up on there once Lumi get in, and she get in, and I'm gonna slide up on in there. That's what he said. And I'm gonna let me get going on up in there and get in there now. So this is something's gonna go. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. So
conspiracy theories.
It is a conspiracy, man. So glad to have y'all here. Listen, before we move forward, I just want to make sure, full disclaimer, that everybody here on this panel see the last episode of X-Men 97.
Yes, I did.
Yes, sir.
Less than 30 minutes ago, I finished watching it.
Yes, I did.
So I seen it like about 4 or 5 times today. I had to
you got to because you might have missed something. You got to.
Listen, we gonna definitely talk about that. But the thing is, how this actually benefits. Which I don't understand why other companies aren't taking advantage of this right now. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But we're going to also talk about how this show has single-handedly saved the MCU. Literally. How it is actually saving Disney Plus at this moment. We're going to talk about that. Right. It is. And that's on game. That's on everything. It is actually saving, everything that's going on over there. But we're going to definitely talk about that and much, much more in a minute. But before we dip in and have this discussion, even though maybe we'll just go dip on up in here real quick. Let me just go dip on. Yeah, I mean, before we actually go in that, I just want to give a shout out to the company. Now, this mic, I'm not used to this mic, man. I'm just not. Let me give a shout out to the places where we get these figures from. At least I do. Want to give a shout out to my man Ray from Underground Figures, as always, for always hooking me up, making sure I have the figures that I definitely need. Again, full transparency, no NRD. If you are looking for the latest and greatest, he got it. All you got to do is hit him up, tell him that your boy sent you over there. He'll definitely take care of you. He'll respond in such a timely manner. Ray is always on point, so I definitely want to give him a super duper shout out. So thank you, Ray, for always coming through when I need you, brother. As always. Do want to give another shout out to my guy, Ray over there at Hawk Wars Toys. I'm telling you, if you need it, he got it. Oh, yeah. Make sure he take care of you. He get it to you.
Dude,
tell him.
Man, he just sent me something. Dude, it was like, I just took a blink and it was here. I just said, like, bro, it got here.
Hey.
He started laughing. He was like, whoa. I said, man, that's a record.
Second brother, you know when somebody get it to you in the hood, when they get it to you, you don't say fast. You say they got it to me fast.
Yeah.
You didn't even say the T. You said fast.
That's without. Hey, look, that's without slipping in $10 through the door and knocking 3 times.
Right.
Right.
He got it to me fast, straight up. That's how Cal.
My dad, when he said growing up in Compton, there used to be just a little hole out the back of a shop that you just go to. You put your money in there, and a little something come out that hole.
There you go.
What?
Oh, yeah, tell you.
Oh,
we gotta be careful these days.
Yeah, man.
Nowadays it's different. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, a whole lot different.
Some fentanyl, yeah.
Hell, man. Want to give a shout out to my man Watching 6 over there, Comic Relief Comic Collectibles. Definitely the proud sponsor of the Spring Fever Flex that we got going on over there right now at the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group. I'm telling you, comic books, 1/10 scale, 1/6 scale, 12 scale, everything you need, he got it for you. So I want to definitely give him a shout out as always for always coming through. And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to my man Brian Wong over there at Modu Space Modu Case for always looking out for all of our displays. Everybody who needed pristine displays, he got it for you. You know, especially look at the player President Calvin's display. You got a couple Modu cases, right? Am I right, Cal?
Just a few.
Just a few. Calvin, okay. Late bloomer, man. Like bloomer. Yeah, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on,
that was a modest fucking cap.
Yeah, that's like a modest cap, bro. Come on, man. Stop playing.
I'll be acting like y'all know what my name is. It's called low key for a reason. What am I supposed to be like? Yeah, I got all this shit.
Yeah, sometimes. Fool, I can't get over this. It's not like I could just walk outside and walk across the street to Calvin's crib.
Get your ass over here. Shit, I'm known you for like 2 years now. Get your ass back to Cali. Shit.
Yo, check it out. Check it out. Why did so after what was it? Collectors Lounge International on Sunday. We had a great show, by the way. After the show, I was telling Toy, I was like, I love the camaraderie. I like the simple fact that we have everybody from all over the world. You know what I mean? That just actually come in. And she's like, yeah, Calvin too. You know he's from Canada, right? I was like, what? I said, no, he's not. I said, no, yeah. Bro. She was like, yeah, he is. She said, he just comes over to do shit. Bro, Ninja. She had me believing that shit, bro. I was like, Calvin is not from Canada. And she looked at me with a straight, it was wasn't even laughing. She's like, all right. She said, well, you can believe him from California. I was like, look, he's in California.
I thought you knew, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, yo, he's in California. We saw him in Cali. You told us. She's like, nah, well, it ain't what she told me. I was like, see, you know what? I give up, man. I give up.
Bro, you ain't never heard Calvin in a day in your life. At that point,
ever hear him say Canada, bro? No,
not anything about Canada. No, if he never said
no.
I'm gonna start saying A from now on, yeah.
And she had me, look at Louis up there laughing. She had me believing that shit, bro. I was like, what? Are you for real? Yeah, come on, man. No.
The funny thing is, I mean, I'm in Ontario and it's California, but everybody sees the CA and they be like,
Ontario.
Canada,
Ontario, Canada.
Right?
Whatever.
See, stop playing.
They in Ontario.
Hey, can I say something real quick? Yeah, I wasn't here last week and that was my fault. But I don't know if Calvin can climb Mount Everest. I don't know if Calvin can fight a grizzly bear and win. I don't know if Calvin can swim the English Channel. But I do know one thing. Calvin can make some goddamn baked beans that I ain't never gonna forget.
Oh yeah.
All right. I do know that. If I know anything, I know that. Okay. So all I got to say, I'm good. That's it. I'm done. My statement is over.
Yo. Shout out to
so when they redo Blazing Saddles, we got to get Calvin up in the mix.
Yo.
Hell yeah, you do.
Basically. So, Brady. I mean, I dabble a little bit, you know. I can get it. I mean, look, I ain't gonna get in the kitchen and starve. I'll tell you that for damn sure. I know how to put something together.
And I one of them people, man. If your shit jacked up, I'm gonna tell you about it,
bro.
Calvin stuff was
you
cracking.
You talking about them baked beans? Bloomer was talking about them baked beans last week, bro. Everybody talking about them damn beans.
It look like
what you putting them beans, bro?
Hey, you know what? Got to give Unc his props too. He was grill master, holding it down while Calvin was dealing with some bullshit. But while he was doing that,
it was kind of
Uncle Tobar, he was giving us some really nice seasoned cooked glizzies, man. I was enjoying.
First, look, my man took care of the grill. I seasoned the shit.
Okay.
That's a true statement. I just said he provided the cooked stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna have to get over second brother's house though, but that's for damn sure.
Yo,
I'm trying to just lay on my stomach and read comics on the deck. I ain't trying to look at the
stop over that house.
Fuck it. I'm on the deck.
And look, everybody in here burned. Everybody.
I'm coming.
That's a prerequisite.
I'm coming, but I'm coming. Don't
fret. Bro.
You ain't said nothing but a word to me. He already told me, he's like, yo, just let me know I got the grill ready. You ain't said nothing but a word.
I can see myself sitting on that deck right now, drinking a nice cold one, watching the lightning bugs go up and down in the backyard, hearing the breeze coming through. Oh yeah,
second brother, you ever did breakfast on the grill?
No. Breakfast on the grill? I could.
All right.
Hey, look, ain't nothing you can put in front of me that I can't do.
Sounds good to me.
Yo. Okay, let's sidetrack from these beans, right? We're gonna sidetrack from these beans, right? And welcome in. We got another special guest that's coming through. Now I have to say, no hints, but he hit me up just like this. He was like, "Hey, brother, you got any more room on that panel for me?" I was like, "Yeah, bro." He's like, "All right, send me that link." So like, "All right, cool." S Beam in the building. What's going on with you?
What's happening?
That's just like he's like, man, you got any room on that panel?
You got any room on that panel?
That's what I'm talking about.
Man. S Beam sound like a smooth criminal.
Hell yeah, bro. He just I told you, bro, he dips in every so often whenever he got the time. He'll be like, say, brother.
You sitting there talking about eating, and you just brought the chef in.
You got the Chef Beam in the building. You already know.
Yeah, finally was able to get out of work. So
I gotta get to Minnesota. Shit.
Hell yeah. We got a great panel tonight. So good to have y'all guys here with me. And S-Beam, thank you for coming through, bro, and gracing us with your presence every now and then, man. And Loomy, thank you for coming through. You're secretive. I didn't even, but you know what? The dope part about it is you have access. So you can just slide on in whenever you want to. I didn't even know it. So that's what's up.
I'm telling you, one of these days, Leo gonna wake up and he's like, damn, I did a corner today. I'm telling you, I'm predicting it here. Negro Damas. Here we go. Loomy is going whenever Hano or Hot Toys drops the Storm figure. Loomy will do the corner.
She's gonna do a live, bro.
Live corner.
A live corner.
Live from the classroom. Kids back in the background. I'm like, I'm on live, y'all hush.
Class is canceled. Let's go.
Class is dismissed.
She gonna open up with that.
So let me ask you a question, because somebody alluded to this in the chat, and thank you for bringing this up as always. Let me give a shout out to my man. Let me find him. I just saw it. And also shout out to my man Ray from Hogwarts for being in the building. Big Ray is in the building. Thank you for being here, brother, as always.
Big Ray.
We definitely appreciate you, man. So let me see, who is this? Yeah, my man Timothy. He said, yo, Lael, don't know if you know notifications are going out for Catwoman. Yes, I got my notification. Let me tell you what these son bitches did, though. The notification came out today, bro. They're saying, okay, so instead of just basically warning us and letting us know, this is what they're going to do. They said you have up to tomorrow to get your affairs because the payment comes out on Friday. Not even a notification to let you know that when or like no, it comes, and then they hit you with that. Oh, it takes up to 10 days for processing. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call them tomorrow and be like, you know what? Since it takes you 10 days, you could take 10 days to take my money until it's ready. I'm not playing that, bro. You're not gonna sit up there and hold on to my money. I'm not doing that. They're not gonna do that. Sideshow, you're not gonna play me like that. Nope. We're not going down that road. You need to change.
They officially they sent the art print, and it was 14 days.
You still didn't get it yet?
It should be here this week, but it's 14 days. I'm still counting until I have it in my hand. 14 days.
That's what most of those art prints that they sell. That's usually what the time frame is. It says 10 to 14 days before it ships, and they take your money. Yeah.
That's funny because I just had mine shipped yesterday, charged yesterday, but then I'm also next door. So
see, Calvin, we're in a different situation than everybody else. Right down the street. So
I picked mine up when I was on the phone with you.
That's what I'm saying. I got that triple zero. I paid for it that day and got it the next day. It was here. So
so y'all,
that's how it is.
Y'all gonna talk your shit because y'all right there.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Hey man, look, we getting taxed out here, bro. Relax.
Let them know.
We getting taxed out here, bro. Relax.
We pay for our shit.
We pay tax too. What?
But don't pay California tax.
I seen some of y'all receipts not looking like mine. Just saying.
Hey,
and that tax in that little deduction department, it's a little fatter over there.
Hawk Warriors, Ray, can you come get these folks, bro? Come get these kids, bro. Come on, come get them, man. Slitting. Anyway,
man, I miss living in Illinois, man. He lucky, man. The tax situation was decent about 5 years ago, 5 to 7 years ago.
That's what's up.
All y'all still looking for Catwoman. I'm sorry, but my girl is looking at me dead in the eye right now. So,
yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but mine really.
So let me bring this up real quick, man. First off, let me actually go ahead and go through the chat to make sure we got everybody here. We got my man Ray from Hawkwards in the building as always. Thank you for being here, man. My brother Chewy Bandolier in the building. Thank you for being here, my guy. We got Pedro Lopez in the building as well. We got my man Tijuana Mike in the building. Thank you for being here, my man Louis Labitz. Chewy's Bandolier. That's what I'm talking about, man. Who else we got? AJ, a Grusa channel member. AJ is in the building.
AJ.
Blur Dad Life is in the building. 12-inch Moose Dream. Hopefully he told y'all the name because I still don't know why. Anyway, we got.
I didn't ask him. I
didn't either. I had no. I forgot to ask.
We got Mark.
Y'all should have told me. Damn. Somebody should have like, Boomer, when you go in, ask him, bro. Fuck.
Go ahead. Think about it.
I'm glad you didn't, Boomer, because that would have been a whole episode. We got my man movie standing there. Still waiting for my receipt. Oh, come on, man. That's crazy.
Recipe. And like I told him on Saturday, my wife doesn't have the recipe. So I'm sorry, brother, I can't do it.
He said, I don't got the recipe, brother. We got my man Dr. Nate in the building. What's going on with you, brother? Thank you for being here as always. Chuck G is in the building with us, man, as always. Who else we got with us? Eric Henke is in the building. Thank you for being here as always, man. We do appreciate you. We got Pedro Lopez in here. Thank you for being here with us. Who else do we got in the building? And that I didn't mention. Kyle Hagel's in the building. Thank you for being here with us, brother. It's always a good day to have you here. Striker 47 is in the building. Thank you for being here. Just want to say thank you for recommending Underground Figures purchase and receive my Scarlet Witch Deluxe set one day before my birthday. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, brother.
Man. Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday, my brother. As always, we definitely appreciate you. We got Rand's Talentino in the building. The talented one is in here. Thank you for being here, brother. He's probably at home painting with his elbows. We got Karen Kelly.
He's trying to sell his original print pieces. So if anybody's looking for something, hit him up.
Yeah. Actually, he's going to be sending out he's sending out my damn, who's all coming? I think, Reva's coming. My Ventress is coming, and my Morgan to be here, like definitely. So he's sending it out on Friday. So shout out to him as always. My brother. Who else do we have in here? Gnarly Chaplin's in the building. Thank you for being here. Riker's in here. Thank you for being here as well. Who else we got? Jeffrey in the building. Put the black fist up in there. I got to put the black fist up. Brother. Thank you for being here, brother. Who else we got in here, man? As always. Yeah, I put a couple black fists up when I put that graduation picture of second brother up. I'll put the black fist way up. We got Malik and LeBain in the building. Thank you for being here as always, man. Appreciate that as always, my guy. Throwing stars in the building. Thank you for being here as always, brother. Let me see here. Leo, I got his 000 for you for your Jin Urso. Ha 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 ha. No, not at all. Not at all. Howdy, wonderful fan. What's going on, you Brandon Salad? Thank you for being here, brother, as always, man. So the first thing we're gonna talk about this on the docket today, man. We need to talk about this because again, there was a lot of flack that they caught for it, but I just got my feelings about this. I wanted to talk about it with you fellas in general. We got this Obi-Wan. Okay, this is the Obi-Wan, the Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, General Kenobi from the Clone Wars. Now, interesting that it got a lot of flack yesterday, and I think that was one of the reasons why they decided, well, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I think, why they basically decided to remove the pictures from the Facebook group. It's not the first time that happened, because remember, it happened with Valkyrie, right? So now they're doing it with this particular figure as well. They took it down. So you can't find any trace of it. It's still on Instagram, but you can't find it on the Facebook group. People were asking why. Why is, if I look at the comments, if you'd have seen the barrage of comments that came down through, it was like, wow, like it very interesting. But here's my thing. Did they and sorry, pardon me if I'm just naive, but did they lie to us about something? Like, was there a lie told? Because as far as I know, Prototype told you everything that you needed to know, literally. And the only reason why the hair and the blonde was brighter is because of the filter that was on the picture. But they told you everything that you needed to know. It's the same damn figure. It doesn't deviate unless I'm seeing something completely different. So my point is, if it's the same damn figure and you didn't have a problem with it then, why is there a problem with it now? Why are you as vocal now and you weren't back then? And it was a perfect opportunity to do so. Now, I say that to say this, though. It's okay to basically have opinions as long as they're constructive. I've seen a couple people say, well, it's decent, but I just don't like the way the mustache is. So, okay, those are common complaints that we've had about, you know, not only this version, but even the Revenge of the Sith version. So again, we've had that complaint about it, the expression. Some people like it, some people don't. Again, constructive comments, we can have that. But when people are like, yo, this is shitty, oh, the art, you know, come, you know, and then start going in like that. Shit, if I was the artist, I'd have took this shit down too, bro. I'd have took it down. I'd have been like, you know what? It's not even worth it. I don't want to see it. I'm just taking it down. But my point is, did they lie to us? Was there a lie told? Or was the expectation just way too high? Was your expectation of any type of changes? Because they didn't say they were making any changes. This wasn't a Tony Stank. They already told us what we were getting. So, I mean, am I blind on this? Anybody?
Maybe I'll say there's a few like factors at play, right? We go back into the history of this character within Hot Toys itself, right? There have been a few figures, and from the most part, I feel like all of those figures have left collectors wanting at some sort of level, whether it's a head sculpt, materials used, lack of materials used, especially with Obi-Wan, right? And then that leads me to my next point, that it's Obi-Wan, right? This is one of the main Jedi, one of the main few like characters really of all of the galaxy. Like, if you want to really say that it's centralized around a certain few characters, he's one of them. There's a lot of story told and a lot of story that revolves around Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I think that also plays into the fact of people just being passionate about wanting this character, wanting Ewan McGregor's likeness done to a T, for just to have that finality of like, we finally got one that's just 10 out of 10. Like, that's what I'm seeing. And I think that fuels the comments that you might see out there as well on towards the dissatisfaction of what we got here.
But there is a such thing as passion leading to paralysis, bro. Like literally, like sometimes you overdose on it. Now, I get the passion part because he is a very central point, a character in the story. Like this is General Kenobi, you know, a very important, you know, character. Now, mind you, it's a totally different version. It's actually part of the animated version that we never got a chance to see on screen, even though the concepts and the concept art was, this was a deviation because this was concept art that was supposed to be used for the film that they scrapped and used for the cartoon. So we were supposed to see this version of him on film, but they scrapped it because again, they wanted to kind of like separate him from the rest of the clones. And I get it. But again, it is a different interpretation. But what I'm saying is when we look at this, right? So we see this figure here and we look at this. Now, mind you, don't look at the color because the color is heightened based on the filters and the person who took the photos. They're not deviating too far away from this, bro. They're not at all. So my point was where I'm just trying to figure out like
you can go to Sideshow and show the pictures that we had like a year ago. Like if anything, this is like delayed outrage from people who feel as though that, you know, that feel away.
People gotta cry about something. They just have, I don't know why they do this, but they have to have something to cry about. No matter how small, minute the issue is, they have to cry about it. It is nothing wrong with this figure, period. This looks like Ewan McGregor. It looks like Obi-Wan. The filters may be different for the hair. It looks a little bit more blonde on the one picture than it does, but this is perfect. Who's going to put that helmet on his head and pose him? I don't know. I know I'm not, but this is the Obi-Wan I've been looking for, and this is the one I want.
Exactly. Shout out to my man, my brother. MRC is in the building. Regan is out there. Thank you for stopping through. He said exactly, brother Leo, because they are not artists. As simple as that. Exactly. The thing is, that's the biggest problem is when you're not an artist, you're not looking at the artist's interpretation. You're not speaking from that artist standpoint. You just, and the thing is, it's like sometimes what I think is that these voices, there is a way to say, look, I mean, and I'm not telling people how to speak, but you have to basically approach it from a more constructive standpoint, because then you're giving the artist ideas. They don't want to listen to you if there's an attack. They don't want to hear you at that point. There's and the thing is, we tell them all the time. And just like me, I waited. I was like, you know what? And MRC was the video I was waiting on because of the way he does and the quality that he actually has in his camera. I can tell, detail, everything he shows me. That's what I was waiting for. You need to wait till you get it in hand. And again, like sometimes, and I was talking about this yesterday, sometimes they need to actually have a cameraman and then they need to have somebody who can actually pose the figure. Right? Yeah. You need to have two people. One person doing it sometimes doesn't always work because they're not going to capture the angles always the greatest. Right?
And maybe the guy got his feelings hurt and he pulled the pictures down.
Yeah, bro. I would have.
That's probably what happened.
I would have.
Yeah, he probably got his feelings hurt. And he said,
I did the same thing. I'd have been like, oh, fuck this. I'm out, man. And take my shit down. It was still on Instagram. But I'm just saying, like, bro, there's and listen, bro, like, I understand, and like just like you know, Herberticus, like you were saying, passion is a thing. We get that, and it's okay to be passionate about certain things. It's okay to be passionate about these figures, especially things that you're paying for, and that's the go-to. People will say, "Well, man, I paid for it. I want to pay for quality and shit like that." Your intent originally was to pay for the figure. You wanted it, right? You wanted it, and you probably still want it. And I don't know. Basically, it's because you haven't seen it in a while. Go back and look at some of them old pictures, man. Like literally go back and look at the old pictures and then do it.
I remember the conversations around this. It was still the same thing. It was like, what's up with the lip?
Exactly.
Yeah, it was the same thing. We all said, oh, it looks like Obi-Wan, but what's up with the lip?
Yeah, like, people complaining about the little, it's not a mole, but that little bump right in his forehead that's on the side. They were complaining about that. It didn't look right.
Yeah, and I know people don't like the phase one helmet, and there's people people like that.
Don't like it. So but most people don't know the reason why he has the phase one helmet. They don't even know that, but they want to complain about it.
Yeah, it's bro, it's the complaining aspect of it. And again, it's like I don't want to say this like people aren't allowed to have an opinion, because you are. But for the ones you know, if you know who you are, and you know what you're basically doing. And the thing is, you're not taking into consideration. And I say this all the time. At any given time, yo, at any given time, if Howard wanted to, it wouldn't be a smart idea. But if he wanted to, and if basically the contracts were up, he could say, fuck the North American market and say, I don't want to sell to none of y'all motherfuckers.
Exactly.
He could.
Yeah.
He could literally say that and make it exclusive there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Exclusively for there. So, I mean, count your blessings that we're getting
all
some of the
be
things
hitting
that we
up 10
want.
cent and all the
Hell yeah, everybody hitting up 10 cents saying, you know what, I want, you know what I mean?
The only way to get motherfuckers.
It's crazy, bro. It is crazy. Yeah. And here's the thing. This is, I'm gonna tell you how special this is because it's hitting on so many different points. Number one, it's Obi-Wan in clone armor. You know what I mean? So if you a Clone Wars fan and if you a clone fan in general, you're getting the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? Hell, I might even get S Beam to make a USB head sculpt to put on this sumbisc, and I think it
getting carried away. Getting carried away.
Like, what the fuck you talking about, Willis?
We got this slip. What the fuck you doing?
Now I gotta make it happen.
You gotta make it happen
with that facial expression.
Yeah, do this face. Yeah, do that face. Thank you. S Beam, you've got the capture. Thank you. Take us away.
You got the capture, bro. He got it definitely, bro. But what you think about this, Sean? What do you think about this figure? How do you like it? Are you getting this? Is this coming home? Or what do you think about just basically the backlash that we've gotten so far about it, bro?
All of that answer is yes to all the things you said. I think that it's the same thing with every damn figure, you know. Comes out, it looks like garbage, doesn't look like hit. Like, I don't know how you look at this figure and don't think it looks like Ewan McGregor and Obi-Wan. You know, and is it perfect? No, there's never been a single absolutely 100% perfect head sculpt. Even Yondu, which in my opinion is the best head sculpt they've ever done, it has some flaws, has some little nits and gnats here, like this has some little nits and gnats, but like it's 95% of the way there. You know, it's Ewan McGregor. Is that the upper lip maybe a little puffy? Maybe. Also might just be the pictures. And the review, the MT Toys or whatever it is. It looked a lot better in that video. So like, I think it's just the same cycle. It's the blogger posters come out. Everybody shits on, not everybody, but a lot of people shit on it. Then some people get in the hand. They're like, oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, bro.
Repeat the cycle. So I think it looks great, and I'll be getting it. I think I've wanted this Obi-Wan style for a long time with the armor and stuff like that. So,
And haven't we been saying this for like the longest time though? You'd be like, we've been saying this, and even people who've, you know, earlier on with certain figures that gave pushback, they realize it, but yet they come back to the same behavior. It's like, wait till you get it in hand, because photos aren't going to always, because I'm going to tell you like this, bro, and I said this yesterday or the day before yesterday. Blogger photos for Padme don't do that figure justice. I'm sorry. When you get that sumbitch in hand, it is one of the best figures I have ever seen.
Yeah, bro, because them pictures, me and you were talking that night before we went live. I was like,
yo,
I was not convinced. I was like, why is these pictures got me feeling like this is not a banger? Everything else is saying this is a banger, but these pictures weren't hitting me for Padme. And now I've seen it out and around. I'm like, it's good.
It's not going to always, like, there are going to be some pictures that hit the mark. Like the pictures that were done for the Batman figure, from the 2022 Batman figure, shit was on point. Those pictures were phenomenal. But they're not every photo is going to hit on point, and sometimes you just got to wait till you get it in hand, pose it the way you want, and you just get the right detail of it. SB, what you think about all this, man?
About the comments, it's just, ignorance. If you were to go back and look at the film, see the puffiness around his mustache, that's technically supposed to be all mustache. That's why it's sculpted the way it is. For speaking from an artist standpoint. But Hot Toys has a tendency to lighten all that with facial hair at final production. And that happens with everybody. Tony Stark, it happens with it happened with Qui-Gon. The full beard isn't painted or completely sculpted, and that's due to mass production. and we can't help it sometimes.
Yeah, it happens, bro.
So if you want to get it repainted, you can get it repainted. Just repaint it. Because if you go back and look at movie stills, his mustache is that poofy.
Yeah, it is.
And unless his mouth is closed, you don't see his upper lip.
Nah, you don't.
So it's just people bitching the bitch, I guess.
And I guess, yeah. I mean, second brother, like we talk about this all the time, man. Like it's always a conversation that we have constantly about I'm not going to call it the trolling aspect of the community, but what can I say? One person said it, and that bandwagon gets full. You know what I mean? It becomes like this constant rotating conversation. Oh man, yeah, that's just trash. You see, and everybody's harping on the same point. So then you know it became where the source came from, and that's just spreads like Chinese whispers, bro. It does all the time. It just
I'm just gonna say it plainly. Like, we are in pop culture and comic books and all of this stuff. We share a lot of spaces with incels. Just want to say it like that. Period.
You know what, Bloomer? You half almost stole my thunder. But I would say this: we're just in a generation of sore asses. Everything has to be politically correct. Everyone has to be hypersensitive. Everyone must have a trophy. Yeah. So it's almost like what they say: everybody got an opinion. You have your right to opinion, long as it's, there's something that's collective and is helpful. But you got some people out there just live out to just shit on things, because that's where the term hater came from.
Yeah,
because you got people out there that don't have the ability, or want to take time to develop the ability to produce something like this. So their only alternative is just to shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, when people turn around and, do that, I turn around and look at them like, yeah, whatever. Everyone is their own individual. They have their own reason why they collect, and the reason they get what they love. Mm-hmm. And if they let people sway that, that's unfortunate on them. That's unfortunate on them. Mm-hmm. I don't see nothing wrong with the figure. It's just like, it's certain subjects you're going to talk about later on, but certain things I've read, and I'm just sitting up there like, I actually found the editor's Twitter and to try and tell them, you wrote this, and your article's a piece of trash, and you don't know nothing what you're talking about. It's even proven in your writing. It pissed me off that bad, but we'll talk about, and we circle back to that when you get to that subject. But as for this figure and the generation we're in right now, it's just like, I never seen just people that's supposed to love the art and supposed to be into this pop culture, but they take every opportunity to try to shit on it. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand that. Mm-hmm. And I know some of us, a majority of us here, come from days that we didn't have this.
You didn't have shit. Do you remember? Listen, woo! You're talking about head sculpts right now, right?
Don't get me started.
Let's take them back. Let's take them back to like, late 70s when Kenner. Let's take them back to those figures, bro. Back in the day where those figures of the head sculpts didn't look shit like any of the people that we actually saw.
That shit looked like it came out of a waffle iron,
bro.
That's what it looked like,
bro. Every Kenner figure in Star Wars looked like the co-pilot on Airplane the movie. Remember that pup? Remember the blown up?
Exactly, yeah.
Every figure looked just like that.
Nothing was right. Fingers, you couldn't tell what was a finger.
Bro. We used to have fun with a broken glass bottle and an anthill.
Right?
That's when I tell people, and I'm not afraid to tell people, like I'm literally from the dirt. Dude. I'm dirt. Like, I come from dirt road, dirt hill, rocks. That's what I come from.
Okay.
And so the things that I have time to buy this. It's like, I'm not about to waste my time shitting on other people's art and work. Yeah. I got other shit I can be doing.
Man, I'm looking in the sense of, I guess a majority of us here can go outside and walk the streets barefoot and it wouldn't bother us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, we had it that hard. You had it that hard. We had to make our own fun. We had to make.
They used to call me Baby Tarzan, and I used to be running out barefoot.
Right.
Yep.
I told
You
you.
used to have to make up these things. You used to have to make these things with your imagination.
Yo, Jay's knocking in the back.
Oh, he's knocking in the back.
Yeah, he's in there.
See,
Didn't
booty.
you hear the? Didn't you hear the?
We got booty cousins in the building.
Captain Glisten.
Man, booty Captain. We got Captain Glisten in the building. What's going on? That's his new nickname, Captain Glisten.
I heard the 1969 El Dorado pull up. Y'all didn't hear that?
We got Captain
Not
Glisten.
the El Dorado.
Oh, El Dorado. Hey,
his second brother know about that El Dorado. We know about that El Dorado.
Convertible El Dorado.
Oh no, I wish I was glistening. I'm tired of shit. I don't even think I'll be able to make it through the rest of the show. I'm so tired. I've been working all day, chasing with these kids. And I only got one, but I got a dog too, so that's a kid too. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
You can't be walking around with a cock on your head.
Yeah, you got a cock on your head.
Oh, I do have it. Oh, damn, I do. I was like, excuse me? I forgot I do have a cock on my head. I do.
You had to go back and look at that shit real quick.
I was like, oh yeah.
My bad.
It seemed like a good idea when I bought that hat, but now I think I'm gonna have to retire this one.
You still gotta retire the hat.
Definitely. Look at Mario.
Right? Look at him.
Okay. That's funny. Okay. All right. So this guy right here. This guy right here. Okay. So I'm gonna come from I'm gonna be a little all over the place with my comments. Okay? A little all over the place because there's a couple of things. I understand what y'all was saying. Damn, we got my man. We got my man Reagan back there. He dying too. He laughing too. Man, damn, I gotta chase that.
Jay nervous. Look at him. I never seen Pip nervous like this. He in distress.
I'm sweating. Like, hold on. Oh no, that was a good one. So I think what's happened is our expectations are much like, looking at the title of the show, I think our expectations are much higher now on things since InArt and Hot Toys stepping it up. That's the thing. Even from when this figure was released, they have stepped it up. When we first seen this figure, though, I thought this was one of the strongest likenesses to Ewan McGregor. So I don't know what changed there, but I do think collectors and with everybody vying for your money, all these companies vying for your money, you got people now that are like really like they're like, okay, before I invest in this and put all this, and these things are only going up. These figures don't cost what they did 5 years ago.
These are multi-$100 figures.
Yeah, easy. You buy two, that's a G. That's where that's close to it. That's where we at right now.
That's where we operate right now. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. You if you ain't talking about half a G and a bucket of chicken, this is what this is what it is. This is what this has become now. So people are being the scrutiny is real out here. And I will say this about the piece. I think it's good. And I was saying this on my show yesterday, my little morning show yesterday. I think that once you get it in hand, you'll be
morning show about it, by the way.
Appreciate that. Thank you. This thing blew up too. I was like, God damn, I ain't even get to it. And damn, the love for Obi-Wan is strong. But it's just like I think people will like it better in hand. But you're right. I saw a lot of shade being thrown and a lot of mudslinging on this piece. And I get it, but it's like some of these people just. I just feel that a lot of people try to talk themselves out of it. I don't want it. And it's like in their heart, they really kind of want it, but they may not have they may have the money allocated to other things. And they just like, okay, I'm just going, the head sculpt is shit. Great. It's shit. Yeah, I'm definitely not. Nope, I'm not.
Yeah, I ain't getting this. I'm not going to buy it.
There's a lot of people out there that they need a few people out there running in the street naked for them to jump.
That's it. No, right. That's it.
Oh, they talking about
with that being said, one thing about this is in certain angles does look the mouth, the upper lip does look weird. There's one I don't know if you have it, but there's one scene where his eyes are looking to the side. He look weird as shit. He does. He does.
What it was?
Dead on, he looks good. He looks great dead on. Like right there, he looks amazing. Right there, he looks amazing.
It was one photo right here. I think it was one of them that I saw where his eyes were crooked.
Yeah,
and I think it's because they didn't move the purrs the right way. But this is why. But Jay, this is what I was saying though yesterday. I mean, they were before yesterday. Is that I think that the photographer sometimes needs to find, like, it needs to be two people in a room. Somebody who poses, and then someone to capture that pose and capture the angles.
Yes,
because you might get a photographer who does know how to pose and can still, and does both.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Gives you the realism that's needed. And my main concern and my main pushback on these photos was the simple fact that I didn't want to see the seams around the neckline. I didn't.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the prototype photos, they didn't show them much. It looked more realistic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wanted to, if they took that away and if they didn't focus too much on that, then, again, I think it would have been, but I understand and I get why it's there. This photo is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking away from this one. This looks good, but I do get it from certain angles. It looks weird the way they do it. But even with that, it's not taken away from its figure. You know what I mean?
No, it's still a good figure. I think they should definitely get rid of, honestly. I mean, there's certain figures, definitely a Spider-Man figure or a figure that's real super agile, or a Batman figure or something that wears a cowl. Yes, I can see you having a neck seam, but for stuff like this, I'd rather have it just a straight seamless neck seam.
Exactly.
Just to
and they can still implement the rolling eyes in that, Jay, right? Like, doesn't I have Mando Luke, and I think that's a full head and neck sculpt.
Yeah,
but you can still remove the hair for the rolling eyes. So
and that's the point. Like the hair, you can remove that. And that would work. And I think that, or have two head sculpts, two separate, like we said, two separate neck pieces, detachments that you can use for the helmet as well. So I get that, and I understand, and this is what I was saying, Jay. I understand the pushback from certain aspects of it because, again, if it's more constructive and we approach it, that way, then it makes perfectly good sense. But bro, people were going hard on those.
I also don't think Hot Toys should just. I don't know if that is the reason why they didn't put this on Facebook. I think that's crazy to me. I mean, I get it. They're artists at the end of the day, and they want to be protective of their artists and of their art. I understand. Being an artist, you could be very sensitive about your work. I totally get it. Totally. I've had people cut my shit to ribbons over the years. Exactly. It's your baby. So I totally understand that. But also, being the professionals that they are, sometimes you just got to stand behind your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, you'll get it in hand. You'll love it. Wait till these reviews come out. You'll love it. You know what I'm saying? And
you can't let these people like know you're that they're getting to you. Like,
right.
I'm leaving this shit here. Y'all ain't making me fucking budge.
Right.
Fuck y'all. Buy it.
Yeah, because what we're seeing right here, it's still, that's a great looking figure. Like I said, right there, I think this shot right here, and once again, Layout, you're right. One person to pose, another person to really lock that shit in. Because there's certain, this is the picture. That's the picture right there. I was like, what the fuck? It looked, I ain't gonna lie, when I looked at it early on Facebook, the small pictures on Facebook,
that does look kind of odd.
It looked weird. I'm like, oh shit.
It looked like he mid fart. Like it's
Then you look at this right here, and man, I'm just shit right there. Look at that. Damn.
Yeah, like that's incredible. And that's what I'm saying. Like the angles that they kept. There was a couple photos here. I think it was one. I don't know. I think it was on. It might even be this one. No, it's not that one. I'm trying to find the one where I think they moved the eyes a little bit too. It was weird. They look crossed at an aspect of it. Not at ease. So they might. I don't know. They must have removed it, but there was a photo that looked. And I get it, bro. And like I said, I get some criticism if it's criticism if it's constructive, but then people just keep. I don't know. Lumi, what you think about all this?
As usual, people I don't know if they forget they didn't like it at first, and then when it comes out, they just like all over again. It's like we saw the picture a year ago. Just go back to your comments a year ago and
Oh, down to
put a like on it. Like, I don't know why it's just always so much negativity. Like every time something drops in the morning, I get on my phone, I just scroll past it at this point. I don't even click on it because I know it's gonna be something in the comments that's just gonna be ignorant. So
all the time. I told myself that once I go in and I see a laugh emoji around, I'm just like, I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah, I hate that.
When you see the laugh emojis, you know something ignorant has been said.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, a lot of people do that. Bro. They do that for trolling. But also we will say this too. When they knock it out the park, it's unanimous a lot of times. Like when you look at when the Hot Toys, I mean, I know NR came out and the NR is like, you know, that's the bee's knees right now. Everybody's like up in arms. Oh, the NR Batman is amazing. But when that Hot Toys Batman came out, everybody was on board. Everybody's like, yo, this looks dope. You know, nobody said anything. So when the
hate is a lot quieter when you're winning.
That's true.
Yeah, it is.
Damn, you need to put down a shirt, bro. Absolutely.
It is. But here, so this is what I want to ask though, everybody. And I'm gonna ask you, Calvin, because this is interesting, bro. And I wonder, do you think that maybe because of the simple fact that this figure, like this is what? Honestly, if we think about it from logistically, realistically, this is like a 3 or 4-year-old figure. Remember, they teased this when they first teased Anakin.
Yeah.
And they never released it.
It was in the oncoming section.
Yeah. Wow. And it was sitting there for a while. So this is technically a couple years old, right?
I forgot about that.
Remember? So it's a couple years old, which gave him time. It gave them time to work on it, to perfect it, to do whatever they needed. But here's my thing, right? Do you think, Calvin, that because of the simple fact that now we've moved in this realm of Artisan, we're seeing them step their game up because, of course, they've been forced to do so, that with that and that being basically the platform that they're standing on right now, that some of these older figures that, again, we've been waiting for, they might have forgotten and said, wait, maybe we should have went back and whatever, or we'll just put it out and not thinking that people are going to probably judge their new work, you know, against the old work. Do you think that that's what people are doing right now, bro?
I think all work is judged upon everything. There's what isn't judged on. Old, new, future, past, everything is always judged upon. So I don't understand. I wouldn't think that'd be the thought. I heard a snippet of Jay's show the other day. I didn't get a chance to see yours because I've just been busy with work. So until you guys are talking about it now, I'm like, I don't see the problem. I think I saw one video and I think the eyes were a little slanted and I thought the eyes looked a little off. Yeah. But then when they pulled it out the case, it looked fine. So I don't see the need for the hate. I personally don't have a Obi-Wan. So between this and the other one, I'm looking forward to both of them. I don't have anything to complain about. But we've all said it already. They're going to find something to bitch about. So
now,
I don't understand it.
All the damn time. But
let me
go ahead, brother.
I think it's not weird, but I'll say like it's the demanding perfection. Like if it's all or nothing. It's either the best sculpt I've ever seen or it's nothing. There's no room for like, oh yeah, it's really good. There's a couple things that I would change, but you know, whatever. And I think all of us on the panel aren't saying this is a perfect sculpt. I think we've mentioned a few things that, oh yeah, it looks weird here, it looks weird here, but overall it's really good. I like it. Mm-hmm. There's definitely a it's like a fault finding where basically it's like once you like, you see one, thing that you don't like, you just focus on all the negatives and whatever. I think it's not all or nothing. I don't understand when that became a thing, and it's not just with figures, it's with everything. It's X-Way Thor Love and Thunder. No. I'm not gonna go there.
I doubt any of us are perfect at work every day,
but yeah, it's like even like the MCU, right? Even just MCU in general, you know what I mean? It's like it's like, X-Men 97 is great, but the rest was shit. So like, who knows what they're gonna fucking do with whatever. It's just fucking like it, man. Just it's not perfect. It's whatever they're giving us to like. I'm 42. I remember when fucking when the superhero movies were fucking the Ben Affleck Daredevil and shit like that. And I know everyone here does too. And like the shit that we used to get was fucking horrible. And just to your point, the fucking toys that we used to get in the 80s and 90s were fucking horrible. And like this level of shit is like
seam lying around the head all the time, constantly. Yeah.
So none of these sculpts, none of these figures, none of these things are perfect. That doesn't mean they're bad. And yeah, that's it. I don't know when it became a all or nothing zero-sum game, but yeah.
I wanna talk about something that they kind of snuck in here too, and I don't know if this is probably one of the reasons why they said, yeah, take that shit down, take that shit down, take that shit down, take that shit down. Yeah, so now we know shit wasn't fake.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Fucking box insert, bro.
It's a box insert of General Grievous.
Didn't someone to be fair? Didn't someone show that this was the statue? Right? Didn't they? Like,
you know what?
This was
you right.
Quickly
they showed the statue today. It was somewhere on Facebook, and they were showing the statue, and that's one of the poses they were showing.
Okay, but the statue wasn't from Hot Toys, was it?
No, it's Sideshow. They're premium format.
Sideshow, right? This is on their box insert. So you think they're going to basically use Sideshow shit to tease that?
I mean, they could as a placeholder. They could superimpose it as a placeholder.
They know people are going to talk.
They know. They know
exactly what they're doing.
This is coming. Nah, I really think this is coming. It makes so much sense. It does,
bro. And
they funny as hell for
go ahead. What you say?
Not using the actual 6 scale here.
Yeah. They didn't use Sideshows. Even if they did, they didn't use it. They definitely didn't use that. But you can tell the difference even looking at this.
Yeah.
Even looking at this photo, if you look around the neckline, you can tell the difference. Even with this, bro.
Yep.
Come on. You can't tell me that this ain't coming, bro. Like plain and simple. This is
I have to do this.
Some of it's gonna be
at some point, somewhere down the line.
Oof.
The USB. Imagine the USB. That shit gonna be crazy.
The Sith eyes around General. Oh, man,
that's gonna be crazy. Like
all it would need is die-cast joints, plastic shells for all the other stuff. We would want a magnetic cape to go around it. You know,
of course, obviously they have magnetic hands, so the lightsaber will stay in there. Now,
chest plate that opens up. You gotta get that.
It's probably not going to be all 4 of them. It's probably not going to be all 4.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Rolling eyes.
I wouldn't be shocked if they, because I'm trying to think of a way to have all those lightsabers lit up with all those wires.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe
they would have to give us because this is probably some real tough engineering from them that we've never seen before. They would probably have to give us a different set of arms.
Deep R&D on that shit. They have to be. They have to already have come up with a couple concepts. Maybe something.
You could have the wires running through the arm
for them to say, "All right, let's green light it."
It'll
have to be like a double box on his back that's built in. He would, instead of it like being like how they've done it so far with that kind of like conduit box, and then you feed that the plug into it. It has to be built into him so that it doesn't so you're not so that you can actually have the cape off and feel confident in that look with the display. Like they'll have to do something in with some ingenuity to really get that done. I think that's one of the reasons why we haven't seen that.
Well, actually, you could probably have positive leads running into the actual hand joints itself, but you would have to have a negative box that's built into the figure itself to run the current. It can be. I mean, it can be done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then the trick is
expensive
to make those hilts to be able to light up, and also for them to be magnetic to hold in the hands at the same time.
It's possible.
Tough.
It's possible.
Yeah, because it's a lot of wires, bro. That's because that is a lot of wires, and you know, I know Calvin's, if they do it, CCFLs is going to be straight up a big thing. How do you think? That's what I'm saying. Like, how could they do it? Is that definitely is the biggest thing? Is like, unless, yeah, like you said, unless the wires are already running through the circuitry on his body itself, right? If they kind of do it that way, because it's not going to make sense to do it any other way. Yeah. And that's where the expense is going to go into it, because that's wiring inside of this figure, you know. So I don't know, but I know they teased it, and I know I'm excited about it.
You're looking at this piece being about five something easy. 5.
And if they make it, and imagine if they make it die cast,
you're looking at 580, 580 easy. And guess what?
They can't do a full die cast. It just would be too much.
Yeah, I agree.
They would just do die cast joints. You
yeah,
for straight.
I mean,
they have a detox disclaimer on that one.
Yeah, definitely, man. But this is coming. This is definitely coming. Switch gears though before we get to the main event, because I think the main event is coming though. But I want to talk about this real quick. Is anybody here? I know I am. Now, I'm not gonna say everybody is. I know I am. Viewsby, are you? What you think, bro?
Bro, I think I just asserted. Fuck no.
You're not gonna do it?
No, because it's not that I don't like Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter. That shit looks fucking creepy. I'm not having that shit in my house, bro. I am not having dolls of little children in my house. Fuck that. I don't need that evil in my house. No, thank you.
Listen, you wouldn't get Ron, bro.
Look at that, dude. That looks like it's gonna come to life in the middle of the night and fucking slit your throat.
It looks too real,
no.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at Hermione's legs. Look at Hermione's legs. Oh no! Hermione, your legs.
Oh, I didn't see that. No.
Yeah, you see it now.
Absolutely. No. Isn't it weird that we're talking about a little girl's legs? But
I'm just saying, look at her 4 legs.
Oh no!
Are they really gonna do that though?
No,
I'm pretty sure it's just a placeholder.
They gotta change it, man.
Yeah, I think it has to be a placement.
Yeah,
because if they do Hermione like that, that's showing your weakness, bro.
That's bad business right there.
Yeah, they can't do that. They shouldn't. Shame on them for even showing.
I love me some 3-0, but those are 3-0 knees.
my G, those that's Neko right there.
Somebody said those are the corpse bride's legs.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, bro. I'm a Potter fan. I'm not gonna front, bro. I'm a Potter.
Scabbers don't look good. I don't like Scabbers. Scabbers should have some hair on him.
Yeah, it looks plastic. It is
plastic.
It looks like a piece of doo-doo on his shoulder.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. That's
really
exactly.
do. I'm surprised Bloom didn't see that shit, bro. Hey, Lumi, what do you got in his hand?
Chicken, man.
You look like you got chicken.
That is chicken, bro. It looks like some chicken.
That's what it looks like. It's like chicken
It's
legs.
ice cream. It looks like ice cream with some chicken, bro.
Wow,
Like,
that's chicken. That's from that scene when they were at the table and he just started eating all the chicken.
Dude, like,
wow. That's some Popeyes right there.
You know he got that from Ren's Talentino. Ren's Talentino shipped some some chicken over there too. He said, "I got all the chicken y'all need." Ren's, shame on you.
Oh, really though?
Shame on you, Ren's. But the backdrop looks good. I am not going to front. Like that backdrop. Let me take that back. It looks good. It definitely looks good. But
I want these figures. I really do.
I do too, bro.
I think they're gonna be something special.
They look amazing.
They look really good. They do look kind of creepy though. I love Harry Potter. Like they do look really, really good though. I can just hear his voice right now. I'm gonna stop Snape from getting that stone on Nolt.
I say that when he wakes up. That's great.
That's great.
Yo.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, again, because I hit up Ray from Hawk Boys about it too. He said he might be getting a few in, so I told him to keep me posted because I missed out on that. I didn't actually get the Harry in time. because I just had so much stuff going on. But yeah,
is Ray? Hold on, is Ray getting? Because I saw him post. He did post these this morning.
He did. He getting Harry? He did. I don't know. I don't know. I really, really, really don't know. So that's yeah. I'm trying to see because I hit him up about it, and he told me, yeah, he said he'll let me know. He said because I think he said he is. I know he said there's a few more that he's actually getting in hand, but we'll see. We'll definitely see about that. So
that's awesome.
But yeah, no, I think for Potter fans, man, like I said, it's going to be good for a lot of them to have it. And it does look good. Usually's like, yeah, that shit looks creepy as hell. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. But I thought you was like, you want your friends. I want my friends to have some nice things. I know you're a Potter fan, bro.
Yeah, but I don't want demons that come to life and eat my children or eat my toes or do whatever the fuck they're gonna. I've seen too many 80s horror movies that I know what the fuck's gonna happen. So no,
he's all creeped out, man. He got him all messed up.
Yeah, that's fucking Uncanny Valley right there, and it's a child, and just no.
And it looks too much like Ron Weasley, bro.
It looks exactly like Ron.
It looks too. Look at that, bro. Damn. But you know what?
That looks just like him.
Because Jay likes Chucky, I can see him getting this figure, bro.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
I can see. Oh, they even got to look at.
Bro,
look at
if you post Ron in the right light with that smirk, it becomes sinister.
It does. No, it really does.
Wow.
It looks dope though. I like the fact that they're doing that. They're producing. There's no other way of saying this. They're producing children figures of children. Yeah. I think it's cool. I think it's just it's real different to see like smaller little outfits and smaller boots and tailoring. It just really shows how good they are at their craft. That's what it really shows. Because remember, all this is smaller. It's on a smaller beam.
Dude, that kid looked like it's one of the poster children from the Fireflies Mausoleum. If you're talking about, Rob Zombie House of 1,000 Corpses, that's what that kid looked like. Be right in that backdrop of that.
SB, like you do a lot of head sculpts and stuff like that. What do you think about this piece so far, bro?
They did a fantastic job. It looks exactly like him. I'm not getting him, and I'm not interested in the Harry Potter figures. I didn't want to spend the money on jumping down that rabbit hole. So, I'm collecting what I want.
Yeah.
But it looks freaking great. They did a damn good job on it.
Definitely, bro.
If they do Goblet of Fire, I'm all in on that one, on that line.
Yeah.
I'll take a Hagrid, though.
You said you'll take a Hagrid? Yeah. See.
Yeah.
I need them to go in on that Game of Thrones line. They need to kind of finish that up, bro, because that's my shit.
Please. Yes.
Just want a Ned Stark. Give me a Ned Stark, please.
Yeah, Ned Stark, bro, definitely. That would be dope. But yeah, this looks good, man. Definitely looks good for people that are going to get it. I know they're going to be excited about it as much as I am. But we'll see. So I got to talk about this, bro. We need to talk about this. Usually, I know you haven't seen it. He said you haven't seen the episode, so I get it. We're not going to talk about the episode, right?
Okay, I'll leave.
No. We're not going to talk. We're not going to. What I want to talk about mainly, right, is okay. So this is how I want to kind of frame this for you, bro, in a way that it sounds ethical and nice. It doesn't sound. Usually, you gotta admit, you have to admit that literally this is some of the best content that we've seen in a long time, bro. Yeah. In a long time, week by week, in a long time. Yeah. Without saying, go ahead, use me. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's been, it kind of took what was a children's show and definitely aged it up to the children that watched it, in the 90s. So in 92, 94, whenever this came out, I was 10, 11, 12. So that was like perfect timing for me for that. And, when this came back, it was definitely a nostalgic trip or whatever. But I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, it might be, too kiddie or whatever, because I watched the original series in preparation for this, and it had some, more adult themes, but it was definitely, more for children. But then when this came out, it was like, holy shit, okay. they made this for us, not for my kids to watch. So it's been it's been a ride. It's been great. I usually watch the episodes at lunch, but I was like so freaking busy today at work, I was not able to watch it. So I am watching it as soon as we hang up here.
Yes.
But yes, after last week's how last week ended, I'll say without saying anything. It is amazing. So
I'm gonna say this, bro. You will be rewarded. You would definitely be rewarded this week.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
You will definitely be rewarded this week. Bo DeMaio has done something completely special with this show. It's the nostalgic feel, but it also brings you into a modern world through fictional characters. Modern events, things that are actually real events that are happening right here. I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and he was telling me how he loved it, but his sister was torn because she was like, it's sort of like manga where it's always tragic. You never see like the villain get their just due and the heroes have to always suffer. And that's the only thing that she hates. I'm like, bro, obviously your sister hasn't been reading the X-Men for years, because this is how it has always been. And they never take their foot off the gas with reality. This is what they give you. This is what they throw in your face. This is what it's all about. And I love that fact that they are not pulling punches. They are not afraid to basically dive into these particular issues, because no matter what, these characters are going to constantly be marginalized for who they are, what they are, right? And I think they captured that to this entire season. They've done such a great job with these characters that you have been so vested in.
You know what impressed me, Leo, with this whole show, this whole thing, is that when we usually see cartoons of any kind about superheroes, it's always about those superheroes. You never see other superheroes in that world. Never. For them to show all these other superheroes in different other parts of the world and doing different things that we know that they're there, that's what impresses me with this show. That's what I loved about this show. And the stories and the seriousness of it and what's going on with the storyline. But to see all these other characters, pop up and say, oh man, wow, damn, look at that. Oh, he brought them in. And it's characters that you never thought you would see.
That you never thought you would see on TV.
Never thought you would see.
And the thing is, what's excellent about this is how their secret weapon through this entire season is how well that they've used Morph.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Morph tricked me a few times.
Morph got me too.
I was like, and then I'd be like, oh, that's Morph. Never mind.
And that's the thing is, sometimes when you see him, when they bring him in and they bring certain characters in, you never see a change sometimes.
Exactly.
They just bring it in and then you're like, wait a minute, they go, oh, that's Morph. But I'm still excited. But I'm still, but how they basically used him in such a way. I remember when they basically, the argument before the season started, I'm gonna let you go, Jay, but the argument before the season started was, okay, now what are they doing with Morph? They're making him gender specific, and the simple fact that now he's going by a pronoun and this, that, they're going, it's like a them, whatever. And they was like, okay, now and the word they throw out. I'm not gonna say it, but the word they threw out. But you didn't hear them haters saying shit this entire season.
Because none of that matter. It's like they tell you they're gonna buy they and them, but that doesn't matter to the story. Just call them they, them, and then get to the story.
And get to the story, right?
They focus in on that one thing and try to hate on it, but that's not even the part. That's not even the point of the show. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, if there was anybody ever to be called by that pronoun or whatever, it's morph. It's literally everybody.
Real.
It could be female,
like they them,
animal, whatever.
No kidding. Yeah,
bro.
that's
Real.
Morph,
man.
Mystique now, literally.
Yeah.
Especially if you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, that's
then,
right.
Especially her now. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like this show has hit on so many different.
Take off my damn headphones.
Yama. We ain't say nothing.
We ain't said nothing.
We ain't say nothing.
We ain't say nothing. There's nothing out of pocket yet.
Nothing out of pocket. Nothing. We're not gonna slip up and say nothing about this last episode.
Nothing.
But
I ain't said shit. So
yeah,
Cal's low key as fuck. He ain't said shit. He hasn't even talked to me. I texted him. I was like, "Hey man, how you doing?" He's like, "Fuck you." That's how much he ain't talking about.
Yeah.
First off, Sean know I got love for him. His shit's sitting right here underneath my table, so he know I got nothing but love for him.
Jay, what were you gonna say, bro? What were you said you had something to say, bro?
Oh man, this right here, the best. I'm just gonna say it: the best Disney Plus show that they have done. The best Disney Plus show they have done. I really think this is probably one of the best things that Marvel Studios has done. This is up there with the Avengers. This is up there with the first Iron Man. This is up there with Endgame. This is up there with Spider-Man No Way Home. This was like the comic. This is like the thing that me and second brother was waiting for, for a great part of our lives. Bro. I can pretty much say damn near all my life. And it is. It's like usually you said it. It's like this is the show that it's like a friend that grew up with you. It wasn't something that we left in the past and was like, okay, cool, that was a cool cartoon. Because we laugh about and we love it because of nostalgia. The 90s one, it was fun. It was some of the animation was fun. And then, some of the animation, how characters was drawn was fun because the animation was a little fucked up. But we still loved it, you know what I'm saying? But this it's just more mature, it's more adult, and it's just like the books. And the love that went into this. Just is amazing how they were able to adapt this. And I'm sorry to say it, guys. Live action ain't gonna be able to top this.
Jay, you said it. I'm thinking that right now. I don't want to look at you see this picture. I don't want to look at it and see actors' faces and then be like, this one did this to this lady, this was being sued, this one over here done didn't pay taxes. Like, I don't want to look at the characters, these X-Men, and look at it and be like, the actors just bring all their baggage. I don't want that. I just want it to be this pure, clean, simple.
Yeah. But back to I think what I was talking about with Twitter. It was a person that wrote an article, so-called in Variety magazine, talking about this was the worst show since Echo.
What?
And I'm like, you don't know the fuck you talking about.
This was Variety?
Yeah.
Wow.
So Variety does
gotta be a hater.
Yeah, but then still, you have that's within the Hollywood community. They hate comic movies. They don't think they're movies. They don't think comic is art. They don't think you have that section of Hollywood, and that's what part of Variety is. That's them. I'm like, just go ahead and sip on your pablum or whatever the hell you ain't. Just sit in the corner, shut the fuck up, and just let us have our moment. And it's just the stuff that was said, and the show just stood on its own. Nothing else needed to be said about it. I can tell you right now, me watching that episode today, usually I'm not saying anything about it. I literally got choked up. I was waiting for
you will get choked up.
School. I literally choked up and teared up at one moment in that in the show, because I'm like, damn. Like I said, Professor Dream realized. I looked at it as like my dream is realized watching this right now, and it's done in a way that deserved to be done. It was parts in the animation that you could just see, still moments that you're like, damn, it's just like I just opened a comic.
Yep.
Just like that. It was just moment. It was pure genius how the Maya just caught those moments, and you can see it just a mirror reflection in the comic in the middle in a flash, just like that.
And you know what the beautiful part about it is that even when the show takes liberties to have to deviate from the story slightly, to make subtle changes, they do it, and then they come right back to the source material. They make those changes where they're needed, and then they come back right to the source material, and that's what they've done this entire season. They come right back to the source material, and they give us everything that we need and that we want. And I think it's and I'm so glad that we have another season that's coming right after this one that we can definitely enjoy. It's the anticipation is just going to be good. It's going to be Christmas all over again. I cannot wait. But my question is, right, I wanted to talk about this for a particular reason. Usually you're going to be happy about this because I'm a slightly deviate away from the show, so we're not going to talk about it, right? But my thing is, the show's successful. It's great. Everybody loves it. It's been talked about. It's being talked about. It's definitely on the zeitgeist. Everyone's talking about this show. My question is, what the hell are these companies waiting for? Like, what are they waiting for?
Bro,
you can take full advantage of everything. Like, bro, the full catalog is right there. Hano, you have the line. You have the opportunity to do it. Strike that match while it's hot. Maybe they just wanted to wait until the season was over. But what are they waiting on? So Toys, what are you waiting on? Premiere, what are they waiting on?
One thing,
Leo, can I put that out in the ether? Can I put this out in the ether? Hot Toys. If you're gonna bring out another Artisan, don't bring it. You're bringing them out too fast anyway. But in this case, if you bring out an Artisan, bring one with the original Storm, with the rooted hair, with that whole rooted white man. If
there we go.
Do that.
Do
that.
I think I would literally cry if I don't get that. I this low key, Anakin. Man, that was a bummer. Storm. I missed that. That would hurt. I pitchforks. It'd be January 6th, but for action figures. I don't give a fuck.
No, it's gonna be the docks. Okay, with them chairs.
You're right. That's our version. That's our version.
For people who write bad articles about comic book movies and don't understand the genre at all, I don't know about you, but for me, those people need to go watch Unbreakable, because Unbreakable is one of the best movies to explain to you what superheroes are and what a comic book is. That's the movie you need to go watch if you want to know what comic books is all about. I love that movie. I watch it all the time.
Because obviously, whoever wrote that article, and it's coming from Variety, so like I never give them credibility.
They don't know what they're
cornballs. They know nothing about the IP, nothing. So I don't give a shit about. You were about to say something, bro.
Yeah, I would say one thing that it might be, at least, is Mondo. I believe they're releasing a lot of they are definitely releasing the animated line. I don't know if it's tied into the 97 line as well. But I mean, that might be the license holder for now. I mean, I know they're all plastic figures, but they are awesome if you have them or if you don't have them. So it might be that. Maybe that's why they are not able to release them or whatever. Or maybe they're just waiting for it to end. But yeah, we'll see.
Well, I think to answer your question, Leia, I was just sitting there, it just kind of popped in my head. I think what they're waiting on, you got to remember that Dahano is a new line. You know what I'm saying? It is a new line. They want to know, are the buyers there? And honestly, for them to make an entry, a company that's known for their high quality products and the likenesses right off the screen and all that, to kind of take a back step, in a way, but to give you like, here's something for comics, it's an entry level piece. It's great. It's great. I think it's excellent marketing for them, but they want to know how devoted are people to this line before they go in and they make more of these figures. So we're gonna need these two. We're gonna need Wolverine. I think they started great with Wolverine and Magneto. Once those sell, then they're going to jump on in. They're going to jump on in. And I mean, I get it. Strike where the iron is, while the iron is hot. Absolutely. But I just think for a toy business and for their business, they're going to play it a little safe on this, because this is how we feel about it here in the States.
The numbers game.
It's the numbers. Yeah. It's the numbers and stuff over there. Is it big over it? Do they feel that? Do they feel the same way about it that we feel over here? I mean, at the end of the day, they are selling stuff over here. So they got to know something about it to put this out. So I think we're going to get it. I think eventually that it will happen. It's going to take a little time. And by the time season 2 drops, I can tell you, we're going to definitely see more X-Men Hano figures. And I can sure as shit tell you that, the next two of X-Men will most likely be Gambit and Cyclops. I just see that. Or Rogue and Storm.
Bro, it has to be. I think it has to be. SB, what do you think? Do you think that there is just a space where you wait and see? You agree with Jay when it comes to like the numbers game, where it looks good on paper, but will people basically get it? Will they dive into this stuff?
Oh, I know they've done their research. They've seen how well, So-So's Gambit did. They know how people talk about that stuff, and I think it's just a matter of patience. I think they're just working on it. They're trying to get what they have done. They need to get their Wolverine out. That's supposed to be here this summer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Later this year.
But yeah, I think it's just a matter of waiting. But to circle back to the show, strip away who these characters are. Strip away. It was written that well that they didn't need to be the X-Men.
Yep. Exactly.
It was written that well.
Facts.
And the show has been one hell of a ride.
Yep.
From beginning to end.
Yep.
It was just that damn good.
Yep.
Hey, we give you around my block, we give you 2 snaps and a clap for that shit.
Yeah. I'm looking at DC Studios right now. Justice League Unlimited. You need to bring it back. You need to do it like this.
You ain't.
That's all they gotta do. If Bo DeMaio ain't coming back to the X-Men, you better grab him, DC.
There you go, Lumi. Now you talking.
Now I'm wondering though, because that's what I'm wondering is if after this Disney said, yeah, so now the only thing about this though, and I know this is going around and it doesn't really matter to me because it's the first season and I know by next season it will happen, but it didn't chart on Nielsen. On the Nielsen ratings, it didn't actually chart. And I don't think it charted for a specific reason. I mean, because you had like half-hour episodes, cartoon, stuff like that. But I know it will basically chart next year. It will definitely chart next year because of watchability. Whenever they bring back the second season, people are going to go back and watch this season and prepare for it. So I know it's going to happen. But I know it feels like that Disney was probably waiting for this season to end and say, hey, check this out, Bo. So remember that conversation we had, earlier? I think we need to let's kind of revisit that. Let's talk. Let's sit down and talk. Let's talk. I mean, let's sit down and work this out. And here's the thing: I heard a lot of people were like, "Yo, they don't need Bo," and I was like, "Wow, okay, well, who do they need?"
Yeah, who do they need?
Who do they need? I mean, you're saying that they don't need Bo. But here's the thing. It's not just Bo, but Bo has his team. That's Bo's team.
And that's his Bo. Squad. That's Bo.
That's Bo. You know what I mean? He has his team that he basically works with. You think they're going to want to fuck around and work with somebody else? Knowing what this man is giving them and putting his... No, man, bro. It's not going to work like that. Like, straight up. Wise up. Everybody's saying it. Bring Bulls back. Bring him back. Because again, you're getting quality with these shows. They're phenomenal, bro. Everything. It's just usually when you watch it. Once you watch it, bro, I want you to come back and revisit this conversation and tell me what you think, bro. I'm trying to basically be as calm as possible.
I'm just going to say one thing. It's not a spoiler. Don't worry about it. It's not a spoiler. I'm just going to say this. Sinister is the biggest bitch. He really is. He's a bitch. He's all blood. Like, please.
Yo, listen.
He's vain. He's a little vain.
Listen, I can't here, and this has been basically going around the media because I'm looking at it this way, bro. And I kind of had to revisit this conversation. I'm like, yo, I'm not. The expectation from me is for them. If I meet it this way, then I'm not disappointed. I don't expect the live action version to be anything like this. I don't.
No,
can't be.
I don't, because it's going to be different because you have something that's a bit more fleshed out. It's not week by week. This is basically a movie, more of a cinematic experience. Even though I don't think it's going to be like this. I do think it's not going to be as challenging, but I do think it's going to call. We say this. We said this about what? InArt. How they came along and the innovation that change. Competition breeds innovation. They have competition.
Now we're getting Artisans weekly. I wonder. Right? I wonder why that is. Yeah, I wonder why that is.
But this is what I'm saying though, because if you think about that, they have competition within the House of Mouse now. Mm-hmm. Animation versus live action. It's causing them to rethink a lot of shit that's going around. Mm-hmm. And I think that this show was a litmus test for even Kevin Feige and them to come out and say, yeah, we ain't shit right now. We need to get back to we need to go back and redo some things.
They've been dropping.
We need to make it better.
That's a damn shit.
And they admitted they dropped.
He's saying our shit should be just as good as this cartoon shit. That's what he's really feeling inside. It's like across the board, our shit should be the same type of quality, banger quality. Why can't we do that?
It pisses me off because it's like they knew. They put they all in the end game. They put they all in the Infinity War saga. Now there was some missteps here and there. You could tell there was a time where they were trying to fill it out. They were after Avengers, after the Avengers, they were trying to fill it out a little bit. But when we got the Captain America, the Winter Soldier, they was like, oh, okay, here it is. Here's the formula.
Winter Soldier was the shit. That was the movie.
That was probably their best movie, probably the best movie in the whole MCU. So
I'm gonna agree with you. Yes.
Yeah, so after Endgame, I think they just got slap happy. It was like, well, shit, we gave them the best, so we could just do what we want. Let's take a break. That's how it felt. We'll just have fun and we'll just take a break. And that we've been in, and then the pandemic happens, and then we've been in this kind of a lull of quality for about 5 years now. And then 5 years, we haven't even had like any of the movies that they put out didn't even lead to another Avengers movie. Not an Avengers movie with Spider-Man, Captain America, or none of that. They just are just fucking around aimlessly. Like, what is going on? What are we doing here? What is this leading up to? So, they needed a kick in the ass.
They needed a kick in the ass, but they also, again, like humility is actually on the line. You need to basically revisit that, bro, and just say, look, and they said it. We got too cocky. We got way too cocky, thinking, and it felt like they got cocky.
But can you imagine what it took them to do what they did? No other studio in history of movies ever did what they did with Infinity War and Endgame. No other studio has ever done anything like that. Yeah. And they got their shot. And I think they were just out of ideas, and like you said, Jay, you saw what we got after that. Just meandering, random. Nobody knows what's going on. How is that story going to meld in that story? How is this going to go there? You know, it was like the TVA. Then you got Incursions. Then you got Doctor Strange over here doing this. How all this stuff is going to mix up? Who knows?
It's like you had a think tank that introduced the multiverse, who really didn't know what the multiverse was.
That's true. Yes,
they had no idea. They just knew that the sentiment was there and the idea. Now, here's the thing, because the brothers, what was it? What were their names? That they did when gave us Winter Soldier. They gave us Endgame. The Russo brothers. They're the ones. And here's the thing. And this is because I thought about this the other day. I remember the earlier conversations right before Endgame was done. And when it was done, the movie was out and they asked the Russos, what would be your next big thing? What would you want to do? They're the ones who said, oh, if they do the Secret Wars, we would come back.
Right, you're exactly
now, right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even though they're not, or for what we know, they're not coming back to do it. Somebody else is, whatever. That right there was the seed that was planted. So in my mind, Marvel and Mario
was running the studio now.
Yeah, he is right. Marvel is basically sitting back like, okay, this is the film. This is what we're trying to get to. So now we need to try to get from point A to Z. We need to get there. We need to get all the way. So what steps can we make? But in between that transition happened. We had COVID. And then we had change of the guard with Chapek, who comes in and just completely demolishes everything. Destroyed every fucking thing and start throwing this in, that thing, this thing, with no idea, and was just allowing shit to happen. Right? With no, because every film that we got literally felt self-contained.
Yeah, exactly. You're 100% correct.
There was no cohesion. There was nothing basically there. And I'm sorry to have to say this. Useby, I'm so sorry. And I don't like to do this. And I don't like to say this, bro. Man. Thor Love and Thunder was a bag of shit. That movie was some bullshit. It was a bunch of balls on camera. Sweaty ass balls just running around with capes and hammers and shit. Wow. It was a bag of booty. A dog shit. I'll never want to see a motherfucking movie like that ever again, Marvel. If you do some shit like that, I swear to God.
I don't know whose idea it was to try to make fun of cancer, but that was not a good move, bro.
Hey, I remember the scene where he did. Remember the scene where he did the Van Damme and he had with the two speed bikes and he had his legs split. Remember he was doing the split with that shit? It was like an SNL skit.
I was enjoying the movie up until that point, BC.
Fabio commercial.
Bro,
it was a Fabio commercial.
It was basically Scary Movie Thor version. Like that's what it was.
Yo, bro,
Scary Movie Thor version.
You know what movie? Now that you said that, it kind of makes me like it a little bit.
You know what?
Oh my God.
The only thing that gave me some grace, sort of, and somebody gave me this perspective. It was like, well, just think of it as the story being told by Korg. And I was like, well, maybe.
Yeah, well.
But the problem was, and I'm gonna tell you, this is what got me. When the fucking goats, when they hit that damn planet, bro, and then they hit it, and then the carriage just fell like that, bro. I'm like, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, how dare they try to entertain people through laughter? Those fucking assholes.
Bro, but the movie wasn't supposed to be funny.
Yes, it was. Did you see Ragnarok? Did you see that shit? It was a comedy as well, and that made a ton of money.
Ragnarok was tame compared to that.
Ragnarok was fucking
and then they saved the character.
It was tame compared to this shit.
Come on, but guys, when I think of Thor,
look, we should just not
get Thor. Everybody scattering.
We'll just agree to disagree. It had redeeming values. Was it just like, hey, look at that, look at that. If we're gonna wrap the show up here, this is a good bow. It's not perfect. Some might even say it's not that good, Leo. But it had some redeeming qualities, and some parts of it were funny and entertaining.
You know what the redeeming quality was?
There was worse ways to spend 2 hours of my life. So,
oh no,
yeah,
I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it as much as everyone else, but it was horrible to sit through.
Bro.
But when is Thor a buffoon, you guys? I mean,
I know it.
Never.
When is Thor a buffoon?
Never. He's
I
never been.
You know what? I wanted to see it. I wanted to see.
And the deleted scenes were better than the scenes that were in the movie.
Damn. I know.
Right.
I wanted to see a version of Thor like in the Ultimates, where people was like, this guy is strong, but he just may be crazy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know if he's like, he thinks he's a god, but he's really like just a strong mutant. We didn't, and it was kind of up in the air. Was he a god? Is he a god? I wanted to see that type of Thor on camera. You know what I'm saying? But you look at what he did.
The best part of that movie for me was seeing Entity at the end. That was the best part for me. Entity didn't say a damn word and was the best thing of that whole movie.
Bro,
that's true.
Infinity, bro, what they did with Infinity, it made me sick to my stomach. It really did. It did.
What did they do wrong with that? It was just sitting there.
Because Infinity is not a Buddha statue, bro.
No. Oh my god.
No. It's not semantics. A Buddha statue, bro.
God.
No. I can't. Here's the thing, bro.
Okay.
Some things you don't mess with.
When I see shit like that, it just tells me that they ran out of money. That's what it looks like to me,
bro. What they did to Infinity was the same. Is the same shit that they did to Galactus. It was the same shit, bro. I'm like, there's just certain points and certain things that you don't do if you don't know the source material, if you don't know the lore, bro.
What was wrong with what they did with Eternity, who was sitting there and who granted the wish? Like, I don't understand what was the matter with that situation. Because this is the first I've ever heard of you bitch about this particular aspect of the movie. I've heard the other stuff, but never the most benign part of the
if you know Infinity, it has nothing to do with a wish.
Nope.
I get it, but we're just gonna get heated, but it's an
no, we're not. We're having a discussion.
It's an interpretation. Okay, it's an interpretation, right? So we've always said throughout these things, it's never. This is the source material, shot for shot. This is the comic book. This is the source material. This is whatever. It's always an interpretation. And to fit all of the MCU's storylines, Thor Love and Thunder would have had to been like 12 hours long. So did they need to shove all of that in there? No, they didn't. But like, there has to be some liberties taken. Not everything's going to be perfect. So it's like, that's where I'm at. So,
but we're okay.
It was a benign part of the movie compared to the other things.
Let me ask you this question
about that I could see as valid.
And I get it, and I understand what you're saying, and I respectfully, we can agree to disagree, but I respect what you're saying. My problem is, why did Chris wait until after the movie to now say, I let the fans down? Maybe I shouldn't have gone that far.
Because the negative hype train got to him.
Yeah.
Well, listen, if you're a professional actor, you know when some shit is bad that you're making. I'm sorry. You know that.
But you know what? I think also you got to look at it like this, and it's not his fault. It's not his fault at all, because there was a time where Thor, was it Dark World came out, which I loved. Thor Dark World.
I like it.
I liked it a lot. And people were saying, "Oh my God, this movie is boring. They need to do something different with Thor." And they gave us Ragnarok. And you can and use me. I kind of agree with you, because there's comedy all through Ragnarok. The difference is, it was a comedy, but you could tell they knew when to pull back. With Love and Thunder, they just went like the goat.
Took it all off.
Like, okay, the joke was going for even the love triangle between him and Mjolnir and fucking and Stormbreaker. It was funny for one scene, but to keep doing it, it was like, okay, you going too far with this. It was funny one time, but damn, all right, stop. It kind of reminded me of like, and I'm a Simpsons fan, big Simpsons fan. It was kind of like Simpsons after season 9 is when the jokes the comedy used to be real tight and real like to the point and just real funny. And then it just went to this point where the jokes just would fall. And you'd be like, God damn, why are the jokes falling? What's going on? What's going on with the writing? And that's kind of what happened with Love and Thunder. It just felt like the jokes were just not landing.
You know what was missing from Love and Thunder? The laugh track. That's what was missing. The can laugh in the background. That's what was missing. All you did was then cut it off.
Listen,
that's what was missing, man. That movie was horrible.
I understand what they wanted to do. I understand where they wanted to go. And this is not to take away from Taika Waititi as a great director, because he is. He is a fucking amazing director. When he has a vision, Jojo Rabbit was a masterpiece, bro.
It was good.
It was a fucking masterpiece. If you didn't cry, bro, it chokes me up every time I see them shoes, bro. If you didn't cry at that fucking part, you're not human.
How do you have me laughing and then you pulling my heart out in the next scene,
bro? Jesus. And then you pull my heart out because it was fucking Scarlett Johansson. You don't put her on no fuck. You don't do that. That's some fuck shit. Don't ever do that. But it was good. You know what I'm saying?
Leo, what did you know? We'll talk backstage about that.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Thor: Love and Thunder had its moments. My whole thing was it had its moments, but I think the jokes sort of in certain aspects went way too far. Yeah. And on top of that, of what we know as Thor, I wasn't prepared for what they were going to give us. Nobody was prepared. And I don't even think Chris himself was prepared for it in the end. You know what I mean? For where it went.
I mean, after you saw Ragnarok, okay. Serious question. After you saw Ragnarok and the success that it had, and the not failure, but the opposite of success or whatever Dark World was, whatever, and this, box office success, there we go, of Ragnarok, and the not box office success of Dark World. Did you actually think they were going to go back to serious Thor?
No,
in the next movie.
No, I thought they were going to definitely give us what they gave us with Ragnarok, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Ragnarok was an amalgamation of it. They had some humor, but it had a lot of serious tones in that movie as well. It was honed back. They gave us a mixture of so many different things, and it worked, and it made sense, and it made it enjoyable. I thoroughly enjoyed Ragnarok, bro.
It's a movie about genocide, and they were able to make that work.
And they made it work, bro. And I loved it because it was a great setup to what we actually got from Infinity War. I love that. The problem was that they went from Infinity War to Endgame, and from Endgame to Love and Thunder, without preparing me to the simple fact they would just you give us the Thor that we want, or not really. I want to say we want it, but you bring him back to the Thor that we know, the God Thor we know. But then you make him look like a bumbling idiot, bro. He looked like an idiot in so many different aspects, bro. And I'm like, really, what? Is this what I'm really seeing? And then to downplay, listen. To downplay certain aspects for a lot of people, and there was a lot of things going on around about that too, to downplay the aspect of cancer and how it really affects people and how that happens, that infuriated a lot of people. But I get it. He didn't want to stick with that narrative the entire time. He wanted to make it a bit more uplifting, but I think it should have been explained a different way. I'll say that.
The way I simplify it, the way I simplify it is, it's too much Taika, not enough Thor. That's how I usually.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
And so what I'll say is I have to disagree with you on the cancer thing, because I think that thread that they pulled with Jane and that emotional response that he had at Eternity, and just that, realization and this, that, and the other thing, I think was done respectfully. I mean, granted, it was done on a background of the other parts of the movie that were more zany and stuff like that, for sure. But I think that particular aspect of the movie, I think, was done whatever. Say what you will about the gore stuff and what they did or didn't do with him and all that. Like, I get that. That's whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't I don't share the same disdain for it. So.
I get you, bro. And the bottom line is you like the movie. You enjoy it.
I think the movie's fine. I laughed during it, and it was fine. I like Jane Foster. I thought it was fine. I thought they didn't do what they should have done with gore. But I'm not gonna get like fucking. I'm gonna go punch the fucking wind until they give me whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what it is?
Was it maybe a little bit too much with the love triangle with the whatever? Yeah, but it still was funny. Like, I still was entertained. And at the end of the day, you're going to see a movie for that, right? And I mean, if you to the other point, like that, we got this thunder, God of Thunder, and Infinity War and Endgame, but like in Endgame, we had Dude Thor, who was fat on the couch playing video games with Korg and all this stuff, and like had given up on, like, we had dude bro Thor in that movie. So like,
but he was that way because of a reason.
Movie. It was, and we got to that point. We got to that point because of a reason, because it was he blamed himself and everybody else blamed him.
They play it for last. They play it for last, but he was really depressed. I mean, it's really a sad story.
It was. It was definitely a sad. And to be quite honest, once we got to the end, or once we got to like the climactic battle, I swear to God, I thought he was going to die. I thought he was going to die or be the one to sacrifice himself for everything to make up. And it would have made sense. My thing is, to get to that version of Thor, it made a lot of sense. But to get from that version of Thor to what we got from Thor Love and Thunder, it didn't make sense to me. And I guess they should have. I didn't get the build up to that point. I didn't get to where we got to that particular point. It just didn't really make sense. And the transition didn't make sense for me. But here's the thing, and I get it that you enjoyed it, but I think it should be an enjoyable film for pretty much everybody. It's like a give and take thing, and not everybody enjoyed it. Not a lot of people enjoyed it because of what was there and what was basically given. But I get it, bro. It's going to be a mixed bag. I'm calling that out to say that's one of the films that spoke a lot of volumes to people when it comes to the state of the MCU right now.
But to pull on that thread, sure. We talked about earlier how it's easy to hump. Hey, yo. It's easier to.
Somebody's thinking about trying with some cheeks.
I forget the saying. Whoever said it earlier, that it's like one person says a negative thing, and then choo Buckaroo, we're on the fucking negative hype train, right? Mm-hmm. And so people had issues with this. Whatever, people like different stuff. That's fine, but it's a very, I will say, vocal minority that then see this and then proceed to shit on the Marvels. And we all saw the Marvels. I think most of us saw the Marvels. And that was like fucking review bombed and pre-hated, and it's fucking entertaining as fuck.
I love it.
Like, it's people like to say the state of the current MCU, the state of this, that, and the other thing. But like, if you watched all the stuff, they've all had redeeming. Well, except for you, maybe, for Love and Thunder. But they've all had redeemable stuff throughout every episode or everything that they've done. Some more than others, 100%. There's people who love the Eternals. There's some people that don't like the Eternals.
I love the Eternals.
But then they see Love and Thunder, and they hop on this negativity train, and then all of a sudden, everything that the MCU's done since Endgame has been shit. Has it been the same level that Endgame was? Probably not. But it doesn't mean it's shit. It's not all or nothing, just like the Obi-Wan head sculpt. So that's...
But we were discussing that it's going to be hard to follow Endgame and Infinity War. There's no way you can follow that with anything. It's never going to happen. But they could have been a little bit more careful and tried to guide people a different way than what they did was just throw stuff out. And hopefully
like
something
they were just throwing stuff at the chalkboard.
Something would stick, and it didn't stick.
I'm upset with the current MCU the same way I was upset about the Star Wars sequels. No fucking direction. That's the problem. No direction. Where are we going? What made the MCU so appealing? Yes, some people, all the haters was like, "Oh man, it's like watching a TV show." That's the fucking point. That's how they were hooking us, getting us in the damn theaters. We were going somewhere. Where are we going right now? And I get it. Not everything has to connect. And I think that's one thing. In some ways, strangely, DC is kind of winning in some ways because they have so many properties that aren't connecting. And I think when they were trying to get that shit connect, that's where they were fucking up because they tried to cheat with the Justice League. They didn't build it, like they built it.
They definitely tried to cheat with that.
They tried and they failed. But when you look at the Batman, when you look at Joker, things that are completely separated from themselves, that's the sweet spot. Oh, it's New 52 shit. Okay, we can go like that. So you can play around with that. But with MCU, when it's built off of we're going in a direction, and then they still trying to connect it, but then the things aren't connecting to anything, and we don't know where we're at. And then when you look at the state of the MCU, you look at the characters, like, okay, who do we have? We have Sam Wilson from the TV show. We got Bucky, but where are they at through the MCU? Where's Shang-Chi? Where are they? Everybody's so displaced all over the place. There's no unity.
There's no mention.
There's no.
There's no mention. We still got that damn, and well, I guess it's going to be actually referenced back to in Captain America 4, but there was no mention of a big ass celestial basically still poking out of a planet that you can actually see off world outside of the actual Earth atmosphere, and nobody's saying too much. It was mentioned. Now it was mentioned in She-Hulk, and speaking about She-Hulk, there were certain episodes.
Here we go.
No, listen. Oh. There were certain things about the show that I actually liked, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you've read the comics, you know the character. You know who she is. She didn't deviate that far away from who she was. The problem is that the writers intentionally said that this was a jab poked at individuals in social media. They were doing this deliberately. So when you do stuff like that, then you're taking away from us who really enjoy it, because you're painting a target on your back. You're giving people ammunition to target your show. And that's the only thing. I thoroughly enjoyed it up until a certain point. The only thing that I didn't like about this show is the same problem I had with Moon Knight. They didn't stick the landing in the end.
USB, do not read the chat. USB, do not look at the chat. Just
I'm
looking over here. Don't look at it.
Don't look at it.
But the end of She-Hulk was just ridiculous. It just was. It was.
I thought that was fucking awesome. That is a very She-Hulk thing that she would have done.
Really?
She was the first character to break the fourth wall.
Yeah. Nope. I mean, I like breaking the fourth wall, but it's just. Come on, you had Megan Thee Stallion, her and Megan Thee Stallion, shaking the ass and everything. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just, some aspects I like. I'll say this. It was entertaining. I was entertained by it. I will say this. I was entertained by She-Hulk. I like She-Hulk better than Internals. I do. I will say that. I will definitely say that.
Hold on, Jay, real quick. Hold on. Please, everybody out there in the chat, certain individuals, no X-Men 97 finale spoilers, please. None. Because we have people on the panel that have not seen it yet. So please, no spoilers.
I closed the comments, so I'm good.
No spoilers.
But the thing I'll say about just general MCU stuff is I think COVID fucked up a lot of shit for Kevin Feige.
It did.
I think he had a whole he had everything wholly planned out and all this stuff about how it would go, and just when everything shut down and all this stuff for like 3 damn years, it like hosed a lot of his schedules. Actors weren't available. They had to move stuff, different orders, so I think there was a whole I would imagine based on the track record of the past 15 years or 10 years prior, like I had to have thought that there would have been something that was, thrown off by this global pandemic. So
of course,
maybe I give him leeway for that, maybe whatever. But I think that had a lot to do with that. And the other thing I'll say too is, I think, Brother Cousin, you mentioned how, we're not cohesive, we're not whatever. But we don't have a direction, and I think too that if Marvel's anything, I think maybe they're a little bit too reactionary. With, for instance, the firing of James Gunn and Bo DeMaio and stuff like that. One of the main complaints, if you remember back, 6 years ago now, how long it's been. One of the main complaints about all the MCU movies going was like, I feel like I have to go see all of these because I need to see the stringer for the next movie that's coming out to know where everything's going, and everything's too connected. And if I don't see this, then I can't know where I'm going, and this, that, and the other thing. And then, I think that, and that was a major complaint. So I think at the beginning they started to do things that were more independent and self-contained and this, that, and the other thing. And then, people complained about that, and then everything was contained, and then, everything was connected, and so it's been this ebbs and flows, and they need to find the right kind of balance.
It's like nobody's ever. You're never going to make anybody happy because
So
people
are
going to want
about
this.
Them being too reactionary is they listen to that vocal minority who bitch about whatever, and they're like, oh, we'll fix it and do whatever. Instead of just doing their plan and just dealing. with it.
What I was going to bring up earlier. Justice League should have been 3 movies, and this is what should have happened. First, it would have been the Justice League against Steppenwolf and the Female Furies and Granny Goodness. That should have been the first movie. The second movie should have led to Apocalypse. When you seen what's his name? He ends on Apocalypse. He's standing in front of the dark side. Then they should have went to Apocalypse, not Apocalypse, but the planet. They should have fought Darkseid on Apocalypse, which should have led to the New Gods, so you can see Orion. That should have been the 3 movies that should have been made.
You know what? I was talking to my daughter. She simplified everything for me, and it's a plan that she came up with. She was like, "This would have worked for DC," and this is what she was thinking because of her being a fan of Wonder Woman, like I am, and just being a fan of comics. She was like, "You know what would have worked? Probably if they started with Man of Steel like they did. We get to the end of Man of Steel, right? We see the big climactic battle between him and Zod. Zod's defeated, whatever. Move on. We get to a Batman film. We discover everything that we need to know about Bruce Wayne, Batman, whatever. We get to the very end and we see what's happening in Metropolis with the battle between, Zod and Superman, which causes him to leave. Then we go to a Wonder Woman film. We see that. And at the very end of the film, she sees what's actually happening. And then we go into Batman VBS versus Superman. We get something like that because it brings them all together in that film, which then sets up the Justice League. If you do something like, and she said it, and I was like, yo, it's simple. It's like a simple plan, but they didn't think about it because they were playing catch up to Marvel. That's the thing. Marvel set a standard that they decided that they needed to kind of play with, and we need to catch up instead of just sticking to a plan and sticking with their own formula. And because of that, Marvel was in dominance at that time, and they got cocky and they got kind of lazy and just decided that nothing. But you be going back to what you said even about the pandemic. I think also, and believe it or not, hate it or not, even though we got some good stuff from it, streaming really hurt as well.
Yeah,
streaming. Once we start getting those day-and-day releases and they started focusing on putting the budget into those and lack of a budget into films, that hurt. And it's still hurting them because they were trying to build up Disney Plus, HBO Max, all these other platforms, and that's where the money was going. And I'm like, well, you're trying to get subscribers, but then you're taking away from that cinematic experience. And that's the problem.
Yep.
So all those movies look flat. Like if you watch, like I like Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, but it looks flat. Like it doesn't look, because you can tell they're shooting in a green screen. They're not going on locations anywhere. It's like they spent all that money on streaming. They didn't put the money into the effects and stuff. Those movies just look very flat to me. Like there's no dimension. Very true. You see the actors, you just tell they're standing in front of a screen.
Which brings me to my point. Which brings me to a very interesting point, and I think that this is what says it's a great time, literally, to mention this, right? Because it hasn't been mentioned it hasn't been mentioned for a while. Nobody's talked about it. Nobody has been talking about it on the panel, right? But I'm gonna talk about it now because I think it needs to be mentioned, and it's about that time. When is Negro Please coming out? Second brother, can you tell me when you and Calvin are going to release this film? Like literally, bro. We have been waiting for Negro Please for the longest time. You and Calvin put out a teaser a while ago, and we haven't got
the script right there. There's a red line in the script right now. The script right there, bro.
Like, come on, man. Like when we I thought this was a tease right here, bro. You know what I mean? This was definitely a tease, bro. This is then you came out with that. When we gonna get Negro Please, bro?
Cream corn.
Cream corn.
Yo, I'm trying to rate chicken joint.
There it is, man. When is this dropping, bro? That's what I'm talking about, bro. We've been waiting for the longest time, bro. What is going on, Cal?
I thought this joint was dropping this summer.
Bro? This needs to be dropping, man. We need to get this film out. Man. The trailer is, when is the trailer something coming, bro?
You know what, Leo? I heard, you know what happened? I heard they pushed it back. They pushed it back to the fall because Bad Boys was coming out in June, and they ain't want them to compete. You know what I'm saying? So they pushed it back to the fall.
You can't have too many buddy cop movies at the same time.
Buddy cop films, so they just decided.
Look, unless it's a red table in the middle.
Listen, we could just put these images into AI real quick, and we can get a trailer going.
Hold on, Hot Toys reveal.
Hold up. Something just dropped.
Oh no.
And we're gonna talk about it right now live. So they just finally released, and they
okay.
Exclusive.
It's an exclusive, bro.
Okay.
CT, it's an exclusive.
Exclusive, bro.
It better not be a limited.
Be ready for tomorrow. They probably will go up tomorrow. Just be ready.
Does he have rooted hair under that helmet?
Oh, my wallet is safe. My wallet is safe. Herberticus, I thought it was what we were talking about in the chat earlier today.
My wallet is real safe.
I think that's still coming tonight.
Oh shit!
No, I guess not, second brother. Wallets are not safe, are they?
That may still be in the pipeline. I'll have confirmation for that later, probably backstage.
I'm good on that.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm good on this, but this looks amazing though. This looks
good,
bro. This is what I was waiting on, bro. I'm honestly, this was definitely what I was waiting on, and they put this shit behind an exclusive wall, bro. For real.
That's how you doing? Oh man,
this is how you doing? You really doing it like that?
They playing y'all
exclusive like
second
that?
brother already has
no
one.
description on it either.
He already has
somehow already has one.
Yeah,
he got like already. Like I don't even understand how you did it.
He's all in the chat. He's all in the chat last week. Like, the asset is acquired. I'm like, we know you already got Loki.
No, I do that shit for you, Jay. I really do that for you.
That's real fucked up.
Yeah, this is gonna be this means that they're doing this today. It's gonna probably either hit tomorrow or Friday.
Well, probably we got the button batteries in the helmet. So
1 o'clock tomorrow. 1 o'clock tomorrow.
S Beam hit the nail on the head. And go ahead. What did you just say, S Beam?
So there's no description on it. They didn't.
No description.
Say anything about it. They didn't say a damn word.
No,
not a damn word. They just posted.
No description. It just released.
So this may be premature. And all my big copers out there that watch the Hot Toys releases, we always have that silver lining. If they don't drop a banner, it could mean something else is coming. So that's not always 100%, but I think they might do.
So this just happened just now.
They may edit this post a little later tonight. So
I'm just going to get this. I'm going to get 2 of them through my just want to see my friends have nice things fun. Right, USB?
You can buy me one, and then I'll buy you.
I'll buy my It's got one now.
You just got one what?
It's got a description now. 2,500 pieces.
Damn.
I wonder why they got the backpack opens up. I wonder why they got that.
So this is a weekly thing now. Okay, this is a weekly thing. But you know what I think this shit is?
My brother's gonna be pissed.
This is them stalling. Because this should be
shout out to Blue.
Bro, literally.
Because you know what's something that really didn't make any sense? Why did they drop that Obi-Wan 2 weeks ago instead of now? And then they dropped the Loki before him. That's what should have happened.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like this 2,500 pieces for this, right?
Whatever's ready out the oven, that's whatever's ready, cooked.
That's it. Off the grill. I get it. I understand.
I understand.
2,500 pieces. Okay, so it's gonna be one of them things.
Happy hunting.
Y'all got a shot.
2,500. You got a shot.
Y'all got this.
Well, Loki was 2,500 too. So
he definitely was 2,500. Was he 25 or 30? Yeah, he was 2,500.
2,500.
Let me tell you, with Loki, people are getting fatigued with these exclusives.
That's right.
Because Loki sat there for at least a good 40, I guess, what'd you say, bro, about 45 minutes?
He sat for, see, was the thing. He sat for 45 minutes, but it was also people having problems. It was saying that they had it, but it was in somebody's cart. So they actually made it.
That came later on. Because it was even after you purchased it, you could go back. It wouldn't allow you to get another one, but you could go back and still see that it was available.
If I had a third account, I probably would have been able to get like 3. Seriously, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
No.
Well, not seriously, bro.
Because they're getting fatigued by this.
They are,
because it's like
just the whole exclusive. I mean, because something like this again. Just I know a lot of people like that trooper, bro, like the Umbra. I know it, but again, like I'm just thinking about figures like that don't deserve to be exclusive pieces. They should just release them. Just release them. You know, people want them. Just release them, bro. Save the exclusivity for. I mean, even like you said though, and I completely agree. The Artisan exclusives are just it's a headache more so than anything, bro.
No,
it is like it's people
slowly wearing out.
And this is why InArt is winning in that space, because they're giving you a few days to decide on whether or not you want a piece or not, and pre-order it or not. But this right here, come on, man.
Layout, do you think eventually it will go to that? Like,
what?
Once this whole exclusivity thing wears out its welcome, which is kind of is, because it's too frequent that they're doing this. Do you think that they'll move to another model where it'll be like, hey, this is up for a couple of days, place your orders? Because I think they will. I think they will.
I don't know. I would hope so.
Well, that gold trooper was the tester. That gold coat, that what was it? Gold clone.
The gold clone trooper,
that was exclusive and that was limited, and that took a couple of days to sell out.
Yeah,
that's true.
So
see, that's the thing, bro. Like they're doing this, but you know what? Honestly, part of me thinks that they're doing this for another reason as well, bro.
Stalling.
It's not even just stalling, bro, because just follow me here. I'm not saying that this is what they're doing, and I'm not insinuating. But when you have companies out there like Underground, and you have companies out there like Hawk Wars that are doing really good with making sure.
Oh my God! Refresh.
Bro,
what's
up,
bro?
Refresh.
What's up?
Refresh.
What's up? What did they drop?
Obi-Wan.
Oh
wow!
My God! Oh my God, bro! That's why they took the pictures down, bro.
See, now they messing up.
Look at this.
Bullshit. Oh, come on.
I'm just laughing at all of y'all. Mark safe Star Wars pre-orders right here. Mark safe. Okay?
Mark safe.
Bastard.
But then too, but wait a minute now.
Don't complain you're not getting anything different.
If you knew that trooper, if that mall trooper was coming out, you knew this was coming next. You knew that was coming next. Wow. That's not surprising.
I was thinking about it, but I didn't think they would do it.
Hey everybody, how y'all feel about that hair sculpt now? How y'all feel about that hair sculpt now? Howard wins again.
Yep, there it is.
Like,
wow. I wish we had McCoy. I wish we had McCoy.
Like this, he said. Boom,
I know.
take that.
Right,
I want to talk shit about my hair.
So did they take down the other one because they didn't want people to?
What'd you say?
Did they take down the other one because they didn't want people to spend their money on the shipping for that one, so they could put it on the pre-order for this one?
Wow.
Wow, they really did this, bro.
They sure did.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. What is hold up. And
wait, you can match it with Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right.
Bro, there's 2 exclusives that they just dropped tonight.
2 exclusives. Hey Jay, remember we talked about our wallets? Remember that?
Second brother, you gonna try to get this?
Hey, I was like, oh, we saved.
my wallet's still safe. I'm good.
2,000 pieces, Leo. 2,000.
2,000 for this one.
Oh man,
crazy, man.
What is I don't okay. Remember how they used to do exclusives, bro? They didn't do all this shit. It wasn't this. It wasn't like remember when Gen Ursul dropped, bro, and then the exclusive piece was the disguise. I remember when Ray dropped, the exclusive Toy Fair exclusive was it was the Resistance suit.
Yep.
But at least when they put it up, you had time to get it.
Yeah.
But then they're resorting to this shit, bro. And this is becoming a fucking problem. It is going to be 15, bro.
It's like they throwing everybody in the ring and says, "Here, fight it out."
Right.
Yep.
Fight it out. You want it, you have to fight
They
for it.
straight up reuse that sculpt. People gonna be mad at that reused sculpt.
They reused the skull. They
They
said,
What you think about that skull? What you think about that skull? What you think about that beard lip now? What you think about it?
Yeah.
Nope.
What you think about the
They
clip
said,
now?
Smart. You turn around and order another General Obi-Wan, and pull the fucking head off of it, and put it on that damn mall trooper and call it a day.
Bro. This only 200 pieces for this, bro.
Do you think they're just going in the workshop and just grabbing different heads and putting them on different bodies and putting them up?
Pretty much.
Like, oh, let me grab this one.
They
Man,
said,
you know what?
Ren
Hot
said no
Toys,
new cover
man.
photo yet. There might be
Look,
another one. Yeah.
Man, look,
Oh my God.
Hot Toys.
Another
Hal was
exclusive?
like, he's like the ice cream man. He's like, man, watch
I
me
hope
make
not,
these
bro.
robots.
I hope not too.
What'd you say, second brother?
If they do
I was
anything
like,
else,
man,
it
Hal
should be
is like the ice cream man. He's just like rolling around. It's like, watch me make these little motherfuckers run. Let me throw another one.
Fresh again. See what else. See what else.
Oh wait.
Howard sitting there saying,
Oh,
release the
shit.
crack.
Oh my God! What is going on tonight, bro? What is
I'm just gonna say this, ladies and gentlemen. Best of the best tomorrow night at 8.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
yo, hold up. This is a
These
fucking conspiracy.
motherfuckers.
That's why
Man.
S-Beam jumped on this shit tonight, because he had
No,
inside. S-Beam knew some shit.
Crazy.
Yeah.
How many pieces? How many pieces?
S-Beam knew some
How many
shit.
pieces?
This
I
one
don't think
looks
this
like
not
it's not an
exclusive.
This is a release.
This one,
Thank
this
God.
one,
This is a release. This is a release.
This is a release. This one's a release. Wow, they did it.
Or no.
Wow,
Wait a minute.
I feel bad for Beskar. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
Look
This
at
is all
that.
real bad.
Those aren't blogger photos. Those aren't.
Look at that
Ordered about
skull, bro.
12 of them already.
Look at his skull.
Yeah,
These
no.
are- This is
Please,
new, right?
Those aren't. Yeah, this is new.
My
Those aren't
word.
blogger photos.
Yeah, this is a new one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man.
My word.
Wow.
Three Star Wars
Episode
drops?
3.
There it
Episode
is.
3. Yeah.
Within 10, 15 minutes of each other.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy
Damn, Ren's called it too. He was like, it's probably gonna be something else. They ain't got like a yeah.
Bro.
Yep.
Wow.
Nope, they didn't change their banner. Yep.
Wow.
What the
Howard,
hell is
Howard
going
says,
on?
how you like me now? How you like me now?
It is. Watch
So-
me make these
so-
little motherfuckers run.
I'm glad I
Okay,
can get this one
okay.
instead of the Clone Wars run now.
Okay, so check it out though. So this means that we're still in the realm, and like we've been saying, we are still in the realm of powers or the power of the dark side. We're still in that
Yep.
realm.
Yep.
Yep.
So if they're
Yep.
releasing these, and mind you, I want to go back. I let me refresh just to make sure. I don't want to
Yes,
refresh. Just make sure ain't nothing else.
Ain't
Okay,
nothing else drop.
Yeah, I don't know. But this right here, we didn't see coming.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
So there was a method to their madness, and
No inkling of this.
no
nothing.
inkling of this at all. Wow.
Damn.
You know what tells me also? I think they're gonna change their head sculpt.
No. I
There's
don't think
nothing
so.
wrong with this one.
I don't
Nah,
think
they-
they're gonna change it.
They ain't gonna
No,
change
nothing
this.
wrong
They're
with
gonna
it.
keep this shit
This
the
is what.
same.
What do y'all think? I think this is going to be a. Well, did we
This
get?
might
Did we
this
get
might
the
be an
mall- the
exclusive, and
mall-
they might release it. This might be released sooner.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
yeah,
I think this is
probably
going to be a
will be.
ready to go type of thing.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Oh
out the
yeah,
box.
yeah. I agree with that. That's a good
Yeah, because all these parts is shit they
That
already
would be
have.
pretty
So
cool
I
if
mean,
this
this,
city is
yeah.
just ready to go.
yeah, this is ready to go.
This is
kid
definitely
bash.
ready
This
to
is ready
go, bro.
This is out the door.
Wow.
Yeah, I can have this next week. Mhm.
Damn,
All right,
bro.
okay, so-
Yeah.
Hey, he ain't lying. He's
I ain't
not
lying.
lying.
I ain't lying.
You ain't lying.
Yeah,
CT credit card.
God, for the CT credit card. That's what I'm talking about. Don't leave home without it. Damn. Hey, so okay, remember you was talking about how you like to see your friends have nice things?
Yeah, can I borrow some money so I can have nice things? And they updated the banner, so they were done for the night.
Oh, they
But,
did? They
Yeah.
updated the banner?
Yeah,
Yep.
fuck, man.
they
I want that Obi-Wan and that. I want all three of these. So.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do too. I really want that Obi-Wan, bro.
and the Emperor. I want
I
Obi-Wan.
really want that Obi-Wan,
I
bro.
want the Emperor. That's the yeah.
Well, I already have the Emperor pretty much paid off, so that's coming home. It's this right here.
See, but
and
Man,
God, bro,
It's 2 exclusives.
2 fucking exclusives. So that when are they gonna do this shit tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
I think it'll be tomorrow.
They're gonna do this shit tomorrow.
Friday.
Thursday,
I see them
Thursday.
doing it Friday.
I think
Or
they
Friday.
did something to Palpatine's arm the one that he's shooting lightning from? Because it looks like it's actual lit. It's actually lit in certain
lightning
of those photos,
is lit, right?
Like, it might be like it seems like there's
the fingertips.
But like the fingertips look actually lit. Like I know I can kind of tell like a Photoshop job, especially even a really good one. Like,
so you think it's like a light up LED somewhat in there?
I think, bro, it looks really good. Or they're fooling me so good.
That could be possible.
That Sidious has a coin added to him too.
Wait! Wait a minute.
It's in the description.
Damn. So he's got 2 pair of hands, lightning hands, regular hands.
Is this
right there?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
This is a new figure.
Yeah. This is Sidious from episode 3.
This is not released. This
is not the Clone Wars release. This is a new Sidious.
Yeah.
This is part of the dark side release.
Yeah.
This is from Revenge of the Sith.
This is not the other one.
Oh, did you think this is the Clone Wars one?
Yeah.
Hold up, bro. I was thinking that this was the Clone Wars motherfucker.
No. That's what I
looked at it and I was like, oh, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Because this is not.
This is Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, this is after Mace put the lightning on.
No, that's that.
Yeah, this is that.
Yeah, fighting Yoda. Yep.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, man, they got it.
At least this one's not an exclusive, though.
No, that's a good thing.
This is if they did like 2 more releases, then this night would top.
Charlie. Look what Charlie said.
Right?
Yep, you right, Charlie. And
yeah,
Charlie, that
that
will
would
be
be
a
crazy.
Tim. It's probably gonna be a Tim cent.
You know it's gonna be a Tim cent.
It's
probably gonna.
You know that's gonna be a damn
You
Tim
know that's
cent.
gonna be a Tim.
And I already
cent.
got one paid off on Sideshow, but that's gonna be a Timmy. I'm sorry.
Damn, I could have swore it was. Oh, ain't that some shit?
No, sir.
Y'all sons of bitches, bro.
That's
Revenge of the
Sidious
Sith.
is cool too, though.
It's not that one. That's new.
That one should
When's
be
he-
on the way pretty soon as well.
When's
Good.
when is that window out? When is that one
Bro,
supposed to release?
This
When
one
that
was.
was released,
This
Leo?
one basically was supposed. It says May,
Okay.
September.
It's supposed to be this month.
So it says
Next
May to
month.
September. So it might be.
Unless you
later
order
on
it from Sideshow, then it will be September.
Yeah,
for real. Yeah,
I ain't
for
doing
real.
10 cent on this motherfucker, bro. I haven't done. Damn, I did not notice that shit, bro. Usually, why you make me look like a sucker, bro? And I ain't even.
I thought it was the release.
Hold on, he holding up the lightsaber like, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, bro.
Wow. Look at Charlie the Unicorn said he canceled that one.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
The Unicorn said cancel. That other
Okay,
one.
I'm trying to think here, bro, because was this okay? So this shit was in fucking plain sight all along, and I didn't even see this shit, bro.
Yeah, you didn't notice which one it was?
No, I mean even on the fucking the.
To be fair, they have very similar robe. They have a very similar robe.
Similar robes.
Okay, the robe,
Speechless.
yes. But I'm talking about
Bro,
the face. The face on the other one is totally different from this one.
No, but I didn't, bro. When we saw this in the entire I feel like an asshole, bro.
No, don't, because it got me too for a minute.
it got me too.
They literally got me, bro, because I thought when we looked at the banner, like the original, it what we got before, I thought that the classic, I mean, the one that we got from Clone Wars was on there, and it wasn't.
No. I knew it
You
was.
knew that?
I knew it was this one. Go to the picture where he's fighting Yoda, and he's got the lightsaber like that. That's what I knew it was that one.
Yep.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Like, I get it here that we can that I was like, but what I'm talking about is the original. Like, remember, like the banner that they put up when they were advertising the dark side. Remember?
Right.
Yeah.
Was it in there on plain sight, and I just didn't see it?
Hold.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was.
No.
It was.
You saying it was on the banner?
There was an emperor
Roll
there.
to the video.
I'm
I don't think it was this
going
one.
back to this son of a bitch right now,
I
bro.
don't think it was that one.
I'm going back to it right now because I need to clarify this shit because I could have
clarify this shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was.
too.
I was hoping. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe y'all right. Come on, where the fuck you at, man? I don't want to see those Thor shit.
They need them eyes to light up, man. Red eye. They need them eyes. I would love that one.
Yo, no. So okay, so no, that one wasn't there. It was the Clone Wars version.
It was the Clone Wars version.
That's what we were saying.
That's
Yeah,
what we
Clone
said.
Wars version.
So
it wasn't this version.
So
Yeah, it
we
wasn't
didn't
this.
see. Oh, I was
If they
about
would've-
to say, man.
Yeah, if they would have did that, we would have been like, damn, how did we miss
They
that?
juked us.
That would have been like Wolverine all over again.
Right? Bro, stop.
He does look a little too happy though.
Yeah.
He does look a little
Stop, bro, for real.
Oh yeah, that just made my week right there. Yes,
Dang.
sir.
And they
Oh,
teasing
shit.
Yoda. I see that, Jeffrey.
Sure.
They did, but I mean, they probably. Wow, you never know. I'm not going. So okay. So if they're doing this, do you think they're gonna give us another Kylo Ren? Do you think they're gonna give us another Count Dooku?
Oh, I hope they
yes.
give us a
Count
Dooku.
Dooku, yes. Count
Please.
Dooku, yes.
I don't care.
Dooku, I
They
mean,
better
you
not
know,
give us another fucking Kylo Ren. I just got that motherfucker this week.
Wow.
Don't do it.
Artisan edition.
Yeah, they gonna
All
fuck me
right.
over like that.
Okay, listen. I know we ran over time, man, because
Oh,
y'all
big
started
time.
mapping me pull this shit up. We gonna
Gotta
go
go.
scale it back. We gotta go. I'm gonna do some because I know what's gonna happen. Jay gonna get off and do his fucking thumbnails tonight.
Oh yeah, it's already. I'm setting up the show right after we get off there.
S Bean's probably doing that shit right now.
He is doing it. Can't look at his
Yeah.
face.
I gotta get-
Look at him. He's working hard as hell. Look at him, sweat beading coming off his head.
Yes,
Oh, let me get this.
S Bean
I had a whole show written for Best of the Best last night that had nothing to do with any of this shit. Guess what?
Monday's gonna be fun.
look at. He said, "I'm bankrupt."
Yes, sir.
MRC, what's up with you, brother, man? How you doing, man? I can't. Hey, yo, MRC's gonna be in at Celebration as well.
Oh, he's gonna be at Celebration.
Yeah, he's gonna be at Star Wars Celebration as well.
We'll see you there, MRC.
What's going down?
Hey,
He got a breakdance. He got a
MRC
breakdance.
gonna get them text
What's that?
messages.
Yeah, it's
He gonna
going
get them
down.
text messages from Hot Toys. He's gonna be looking at his phone, a little shook, like shit.
He said, "Why is the Commando
go grab
reposted?"
this.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
They
it wasn't
took it
on
down and
the page.
reposted it.
It's
It
dark
says the
gray.
same shit.
If they give us a dark ray, bro, stop. If they do that, I'll cry. I'll just get on camera and cry
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
in front of all y'all.
they need to do that though. They really need
know.
to do that. That'd be an easy. That'd be easy.
The
to do.
Emperor,
They did repost it.
They did.
Emperor in the chair, the original Emperor in the chair, he didn't have lightning in there. He just sat there, right? I don't have that one. The Emperor
I
in
have
the
that
chair?
one. I have. He had lightning. He
Yeah,
came with
he had
lightning
lightning.
effects.
He has
Yeah, he
lightning.
came with lightning
Okay.
effects. But this right here, boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my
Yes,
C3
sir.
card on this one, bro.
Aries, if you out there watching, you know, man, we need you on Best of the Best tomorrow,
They
bro.
got me.
Yo, you got a lot of tea to
Definitely
spill.
got. Hey,
Gotta put the
Hey,
spotchka
Lumi.
signal up.
Lumi,
Right.
Lumi, can we talk about this a little bit on Friday? Just a little bit. It's your rules.
Yes, we can talk.
just a little bit. We can do it real quick.
I'll allow it.
Just a little bit. We can talk about it just a little bit. Yeah, but I think you're right. Them hands, something about those hands are lighting up, bro. Something's different.
Mhm.
Something's different. I don't know. Well, it says, okay, LED light up powered saber.
Bro.
Wow. Okay. All right.
They didn't want to show the coin or what?
Well, I don't know. Let me check and see. Did they say it comes with a coin?
In the description, the special edition comes with a coin in Hong Kong.
Hold up. So there's two versions of this motherfucker right here?
Yeah, supposedly.
I didn't see no coins
Check.
on this
Look
one.
at the description though.
All right, let's check the description. Let me see. So it says, let me see. Yeah, special edition available in secret and then select markets. Come with the Dark City. It's commemorative coin. In addition, this coin has a unique style that is exclusive to those who pre-order. Okay. So, but hey, just to get it, I don't care about the exclusivity on that one. Just to actually have it, that's cool. But this is what I really want. I want this one so bad, bro. I want this so fucking bad. And this explain you motherfuckers. That's why they took them damn photos down the other day. But I didn't. Probably. I don't know.
Funny. Howard is probably. I know he has to be laughing right now.
He is.
He has to be laughing. Like he's like, you think we?
I want to hear the conversation. I definitely want to hear.
He's like, he said they think we give a fuck about what they say about that scope. We know they going by. You know they going by. We got them already.
Hey Jay, he got all 3 figures sitting on the desk right in front of him, just looking at him and go, "Yeah, you motherfuckers."
It was either that or they hate this thing.
Yeah, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch me do this.
You can hate me now, but I won't stop now.
Wow,
it definitely proves they watch. It definitely proves they watch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
All right. So this will probably be. So
This
again,
Wednesday
I guess
night.
Wednesday night we'll probably get a release, I guess, or probably tomorrow. When they want to do this exclusive. So I'll probably do a live show tomorrow. Alive.
Oh, you're gonna have to do the corner, man.
Definitely. Yeah, fuck. That's some fucked up shit, bro.
the corner got a whole bunch of folks standing on it this week. Man.
Hey yo,
everybody hanging out in front of the liquor store, man. Just like,
hey yo, Calvin.
Yeah. And all of us run up to him like, we got them cheeseburgers.
we got them. Hey yo, Calvin. Can I
don't do that.
Calvin, can I drive your truck just for like 2 weeks?
Fuck no.
Damn. Real. I need that money.
Come on, let me just drive for like 2 weeks, brother. Just 2
2
weeks.
weeks. The
Just
fuck?
give me 2 weeks.
Yeah, you see this bullshit?
Just 2 weeks, bro. Just
in the feet.
Calvin, he gonna have your shit in Venezuela.
Man, fuck that.
Calvin, let me just come on. Let me just
You come play co-captain. I'll pay you out.
Damn.
You ain't driving though.
He said you ain't driving my shit, bro. Don't even try. Anyway, listen, I know it's about that time. We got to roll out, man. It was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys for being here. It was late. I'm not even gonna do the outro. I'm just gonna say I hope everybody has a good time. We'll talk to y'all later on, man. We flying out, so you get the rest. We'll talk tomorrow. Peace out. And USB's gonna be
Bye, everybody.
Go